It could. And welcome in. First game of our first best of 7 here for Warlords. We're going to have 2 today. Hera versus Vilesa, the second set. Liereyy playing as Burmese here on Haboob, and Andy playing as the Portuguese. So both civilizations that you don't really see all that often on Haboob, but we'd have to take a look at the bans and whatnot and see what else was taken out. Burmese is also the former Aftermath special, the Liereyy and Hera pick. They love that wood upgrade. They love the tech tree options for Burmese, and obviously, you know, he can get something done with them. It's not out of the realm of possibility that Burmese do well here. I think they're actually a fairly good civ. It's just my pick, not Larry's. Oh, okay. So I guess you're invalidating the Burmese pick here. Jesus, we have another level on our hype train. Oh my god. Thank you, Poipes. Thank you, Mom and Alish. He copied. All right. Well, Burmese is my favorite civ, Harris, so I'm right there with you, but I like their monk tech tree. You like their light cap. And free wood upgrades. I also like spamming Spearman with the plus attack. That's pretty hype. Double barrack Spearman opening in Empire Wars. Never seen it before. It's the controller player special. On the other side, Portuguese for Andy. This is the civ that really suits Andy's specialties, the Portuguese. Get a nice little early eco bonus, right? You've got cheaper gold units, and Andy is really a fan of gold units. He likes low population, high value units. And it's a civ that if you get to the like castle age or later stages of the game, you can kind of lock things down with. The unfortunate part for Andy, the really unfortunate part for Andy here in this set is that Liereyy usually tries to pressure early and take those advantages really early as he tries to lock up this scout. Andy avoids that. And Andy loves to just kind of sit and wait until he gets to Castle Age. You can see right now he's on stone already. Maybe think about tower defense. Maybe he's just going to play towards the more defensive aspect of his game. I can't see him going aggressive. He doesn't even have a barracks coming up yet. Men-at-Arms Towers seems unlikely at this point. Maybe just a vanilla tower rush, but that doesn't really work anymore. Might just be towers to lock down his area. Liereyy is better than Andy, but let's see. Yeah, I mean, Andy is kind of one of those guys where it's like you don't let him cook. If you let him get to a stage of the game where you haven't severely disabled his eco, and he's got that monk push going on, or the unique unit push going on, or maybe he gets to imp before you, you gotta really start worrying about him. If you can disrupt that early, though, I think you've got a good chance. And that's something that Liereyy is so good at, right? When we're looking at players who can utilize 1 or 2 units the best. The trade is over! Yo! It's done! We got to level 16. Thank you to everyone who contributed. Everyone now has access to a golden kappa for the next 24 hours. That's right. Ooh, a little sloppy from Liereyy to let the villager hit that scout, but he was clearly busy somewhere else. Andy is just going for a Andy is going fast castle here on Haboob, folks. What the fuck? On Haboob against Liereyy. He gets loom. These spearmen have +1 attack. And Andy is still on stone, and you know, he just needs to sell 100 more wood. Yeah, 100 more wood, right? 69 of the price on wood. Perfect. Dude. And then he's going to get a castle. And Lierey's kind of like, what is going on here? He sees the mining camp on the stone. He doesn't see a single tower. He knows. He knows exactly what's happening. And Lierey's going to take some villas. What? A bold play from Andy to try and do this, but I kind of like it. You take a risk, obviously, and if it doesn't work, you're going to look like a fool. You're going to look like a complete fool. You're going to have people referencing this game. You're going to have random Twitch chatters saying, what an idiot. He thought he could go up to Castle Age, naked Castle Age, Omega lol. But I think it plays towards his strengths. And if he does get there at a good time with a castle up, he'll be in a pretty good position. And he hasn't lost any vills yet. Liereyy is still making skirms. He sniped the goats, bro. Yeah. Like, there's not much here that Andy can do about that. Liereyy snipes the goats and takes a goat right under the TC. And suddenly Andy's sitting here thinking, whoa, I don't have any food. I have no food left. The only resource I have is stone. Total res collected. He's still not that far behind somehow. Still no wood upgrade, but it's fine because he doesn't even have a lumber camp, by the way. No lumber camp, just straggler trees for all of this. And my guy is going to have to go for a castle here on the gold. Lierey's sending a message? No, Andy's sending a message. He says, I'm going to play this set my way. So he goes for a castle over here to deny the wood. Or sorry, to protect the wood and the gold. Does double duty there. The spearmen have +1 attack, so they are more dangerous than usual. There's a lot of vills, and Liereyy can't stop this. Now Liereyy is like, oh boy. This is gonna get ugly. Andy has 19 villagers. Make it 18. This is Andy Age of Empires right here, folks. Let the organ go. He can't afford it. Never mind. It's got 34 wood, 4 food, 11 gold, 45 stone. Organ gun. Yeah, it's going to die of dysentery. FC into castle. Job done. That's right. He's waiting for a mining camp. There it is. He needs to get these things out. Stat. Resources collected. Lierey's still ahead. And Lierey's got quite the army over here. He can't really assault this position, as Andy needs to pull away from the berries. And I think the age of creating villagers is over. The age of the organ has begun. We'll see what type of music Andy can play here before Liereyy gets up to castle age. Can this organ take out this entire army is the question. I think it might be able to. I think this organ might solo this entire army. We just need more organs. And even maybe more on stone. Like another forward castle like here. Could be good, but you see Lierey's on stone. Liereyy should still be fine. I wonder if, like, Andy... He probably practiced this by himself, like this build. But I don't know if he practiced this against other people. Maybe he woke up today and just chose violence. Liereyy even has a tower here. And a tower here. Oh, God. Great defense from Liereyy. The tower's only doing 1 damage, though, so that organ can just kind of sit here. Castle Age is on the way. Liereyy goes for another tower over here. It's full tower defense. He could go guard tower. Liereyy, what the hell, dude? What is that? Bro! This is the clearest hole of all time. Up against the wood line, and now Liereyy might be in trouble here as he's trying to defend with towers. Still hasn't lost a villager. Still has this army back here. Andy now interested in making some more vills, so he's going for some farms. Still sending the organs forward, and finally kills a villager as Liereyy has to go for another tower. It's not pretty. Like, what does Liereyy make when he gets to Castle Age? It's going to be tough. He had everything on stone, but he went for towers instead of a castle, and now he's going to start losing a lot of villagers here to these organs. These are very weak. That's 2 more. Line them up. Shoot them down. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. These could all die here if Lierey's not careful. Okay, garrisons them. She dies, though. Lierey's at 27 villagers. Andy is at 24. Andy might have won this game, guys. Oh, God. Liereyy, that's not what... Oh, my God. Brother! I do not agree with the tower play. It feels like you gotta go into a castle with all that stone, but I mean, I guess it's tough to stop organs when there's a hole. Imagine there wasn't a hole. I think he would have been way better. The towers would have looked a lot better. Eventually, these organs would have had to roll all the way around. It'll take a time. Liereyy would have been in Castle Age. He's going for monks now, but he only has 1 on gold, and all these villagers are weak inside here. The organs are still sitting in this area. Andy probably should go on stone now if he can spare some villagers. Feels like a follow-up castle is the natural response, or maybe like another TC because you've killed so much. Liereyy can't even afford redemption, so he can't even convert these things. Yeah, this is over, dude. This is GG. Andy's won with a fast castle, a naked fast castle. It should be anyway. He's got the villager lead now. I can't watch this. Hey, this is what happens when you go for a wall and there's a hole. Right? If there was no hole there, I think this game would look completely different. Liereyy would have the timings. He could still access his gold. Maybe have enough for redemption without selling everything. He is getting redemption now. But without Sanctity, those monks will actually get sniped down. And oh my God, Andy still has the scout alive, guys. What on earth happened over here? Was that the skirms? It must have been the skirms. Yeah, it was the skirms. Monk comes out. Scout is still alive, Andy. Devotion coming in for him. 11 organs. 32 villagers. Do you think Liereyy should stop making skirms and go archer when he realizes Andy is naked FC? No. He should cut production and try and get up to Castle Age. For sure. Because you're not going to deny that castle with whatever feudal units you were making. I think there's an argument to be made that he should have made more spears. They do more damage than the skirms against the vills. But it's so hard, right? When you don't know for sure what strategy your opponent is going for. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. I can't believe we're in this situation. I don't think Liereyy can believe we're in this situation. This shouldn't work. But Andy's build was super clean over here. Liereyy just took that extra little time to show up. And then Andy's castle. It just locks everything down and we speed up at the end and Andy takes... I cannot believe that that worked! Against Liereyy, dude! I mean, there will be people that will say, oh, what a stupid strategy. Portuguese so broken, whatever. You know the amount of fucking cojones? The balls that it takes to go for a build like this? Against Liereyy? I love it because it plays towards his strengths, and it's so different. That is crazy, dude. Credit to Andy. That is a wild, wild build. Liereyy, he was locking it down with the towers. They really don't do much against organ guns when they're still just feudal towers. And this hole really kills the timings on this, right? The organ guns get in so quick and they're in on the stone and then you can't make really any more towers. Then they're in on the gold and suddenly you can't make enough monks or get the techs. Beautiful. Lieutenant Dan, thank you for another 10 gifted. That's wild. Thank you so much, dude. We can stop the gifted for the day. You guys have been so generous. And this was only game 1. 37-5 KD. He got ahead on Eco at the end of the day. What a wild situation we were in there. What a wild situation. Right here when Andy's going up to Castle Age. And then he finally does get up. He's going for that castle. What was the villager count here? Because he lost a few. He's down to 18. It was 18-28. Liereyy had a 10 vill lead. And he had no res in the bank. Crazy, dude. That's just kind of wild, bro. J Balla, thank you for the 29 months, dude. Beardy Man, thank you for the 5. People forget, I mean, Naked Fast Castle is a strat. Does it work most of the time? No. Are you going to be able to pull that off on ladder without, you know, losing everything? Probably not. But sometimes you gotta roll with it, you know? Portuguese win. That was his first Civ pick. Maybe he's practicing. Maybe that's just an unstoppable strategy. Who knows? Loss for Beres. Oh my god. How do you approach the next game if you... Well, I guess Liereyy won't really have an issue with it because I don't think he really lets games sit in his mind all that much. But still, it's going to be difficult going into this next one after you just got pure fast castled against on Haboob of all maps. Dave, show my cat pic on stream. Is it like a euphemism for something? Or your mom sends me cat pics all the time. All right. So game number 2, we got Andy playing as the Japanese. We have Liereyy playing as the Persians, and we're on Kawasan. I posted my baby kitten on Discord. Oh, okay. Well, if you want to go check that out, run over to Discord. What is sticking on my mouse? There's something sticky here. Still. Sorry, I'm trying to clean my mouse. It's like a pebble or something on this slider. Ah, there we go. Okay. Welcome, thank you for the 27 months. Okay, so this is a map where Liereyy farms this map, although he did, I believe, lose it against Nikov. I think he also lost it against Classic Pro as well. So maybe I'm wrong, but these hybrid maps Liereyy does really, really well, and he's playing with Persians here. Similar dock timing to the Japanese, and they've actually both docked on this side. Now, the Japanese fishing ships will be tank gear and bring in more food, so that will help in the water contest, but the Persian dock does not die. It really doesn't. Takes forever. Hey, what's up, Messenger? How's it going? This is the single best map in the game. All right. Liereyy still has Portuguese in his draft. It was one of the mirror civilizations they drafted. He's still got it. He didn't pick it here. He's opted to go for the Persians, so he can save Portuguese for another map, potentially. Now, we look at the bases. His front side of the base is wide open here. But he has done some good work with the houses. That 2 houses spawned in very good spots, and you can see the vision already from Liereyy to try and wall up like this, right? And then try and wall down to here. And if he does that, he'll have a very good map. Like, if he extends the wall to the edge and then walls like this to the front and then to this wood line, he'll have a fantastic map. But you got to put in the work for that. Meanwhile, over here, Andy, I think, has a better map in general with that gold position being back and the wood line helping to protect him at the front. Feudal Age is on the way first from Liereyy. Andy... clicking up to the feudal. Imagine he just went fast castle on every single map. That would be hilarious, dude. Unless he won. Then it would be sad. Mitu, thank you for the 30 months. But that would be funny if he just went FC on every single map. He's not going to do it here. Japanese is not really the civ you want to pick for just going fast castle. Bloody nuts. Thank you for the 41 months, man. Liereyy should have the advantage on the contest over here for fishing ships for Andy, but like I said, Japanese fishing ships take a long time to die. They take a long, long time to die. You can have that fire galley out there for 30 seconds and you're just killing one boat. And that'll give time for Andy to get up. As Andy, I think, is looking for a second dock position over here. Wisely walls off his ville. Same thing for Liereyy. Good job there. I hate in tournament sets when players lose a ville because they didn't wall it off. It's like, bro, what were you expecting? Even on ranked games, it's like, what are you expecting, man? Good micro from Liereyy. Getting the hill twice, and he's feudal age, so he wins the scout war. And now he will have the sole possession of the land currently with this half HP scout. And one thing that's going to do for him, other than, you know, threatening this Vil and maybe even getting through and killing the Vil, it'll give him a nice little score boost too, which does play in to your opponent's mindset. When they're looking at the state of the game, they have a constant eye on that score. And if you're exploring with a scout around here, gonna boost it up a lot. Ooh, good position on the fire galley. Andy needs to try and get a wall off here. It needs to be a stone wall, dude. He can't save her. He cannot save her. Oh, man, he tried really hard for that. Oh, boy, he tried super hard to get that wall up. But the fire galley constantly shitting out damage. Doesn't allow that wall to go up. Now it's 2-2 docks, and Andy is down a villager, but he will be going for the barracks here. But because of the scout, Liereyy sees the timing on the barracks. So valuable to have this scout alive. That's one of the advantages to getting the feudal first, right? As Liereyy saves this fire galley. Also sees his opponent on gold. He's going to lame some of the water buffalo here. Cost some idle time. And still pushing back this way. And the Japanese fish completely unperturbed. But there is a demo here. And this is going to get ugly for Andy. There's nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Oh, nice demo from Liereyy. Nice demo from Liereyy there. Beautiful. There was nowhere to go. And Liereyy knew that. Now Andy is losing fish. And Liereyy knows the timings on this too. He'll come back with the scout. He'll see the range. Just beautiful scouting from him. The spearmen are on the way from Andy. And he's sending a villager over to this pond. And Liereyy has lost the scout. So good job from Andy killing that scout. Now Liereyy doesn't know the timings on this. However, he has seen the range. He's completing his walls here. And you can see the walls going up there, the walls going up here. That's essentially like walling to the edge. He didn't scout what was over here. So he doesn't want to wall that, right? Doesn't want to spend the time. Still going to accomplish the same thing. Beautiful. Liereyy will go up so much faster. Yeah, probably. There was no loom? Well, that explains how she died so quick. I thought she was just extremely flammable. Oh, Liereyy could have killed more Vils with that scout. I didn't realize. I thought she was just highly flammable. Goes for the mill so he can go for the market soon. Andy is over here making more fish. That'll help, but you still have to go for that initial investment into the dock and the fishing ships. So that's something that Liereyy isn't making at the moment, and Liereyy can just add fish over here if he wants to, which he's doing. Still has to respect the flags on these docks as Andy now comes out, trades a demo for a fishing ship. Not ideal. Casually laughing about burning women alive. You're trying to tell me Joan of Arc wasn't a comedy, dude? That was a romantic comedy for sure. 100%. 100%. Castle Age on the way for Andy first. Market prices. A little expensive there. Liereyy trying to go up naturally. Might buy food twice, maybe. It's over here with the skirms, and he's sending a villager, so he's going to discover this area. So far, things going really well here for Liereyy. I love the wall off from Andy. You can see it's like one step at a time, right? He's not feeling very threatened because he has all the units here forward. He's going to get this middle position as well. And he can add a TC up here. So if he needs to shift onto food, he can just shift fills onto the berries. He doesn't have to invest wood into farms. And he's slowly building up the wall over here. And he's going to find these 2 water buffalo, which is nice. If he can get this all the way to the edge, and he might be in a position to boom. And like I said on the first set, you don't want to let Andy cook. You simply don't. Also, resources collected. I mean, Andy's ahead at the moment. Big part of that is probably Japanese fish. And there's more idle TC time here from Liereyy as well. Although it is 38 vills to 31. Liereyy just idled the TC for a minute to go up. Worth it. I don't think Liereyy really stresses about idle TC as much as other players. You'll constantly see him ticking up there with that. He's more focused on the military and, you know, making sure that he has good map control and tracking his enemy and whatnot. That's a good addition right there from Andy, adding in that scout. If he didn't have the scout here, this would be a little bit annoying for him trying to place this TC. Liereyy just trying to take out all these spearmen, as many as he can anyway. And he does see the TC position, but Andy having control over this middle area. And there's the monastery right there. Fires now coming out from this side. No war galley upgrade here for Andy. And Andy is going into cav archers. All right. Japanese cav archers. Here we go. Will the Japanese cav archers really have any extra bonus damage against Persians? Probably not, right? Doesn't affect skirm anymore. And it's unlikely the Persians are going to go into crossbow. And Liereyy is just going into light cav. 4 fishing ships over here. So many fires. Gets the war galley upgrade. Can win this fight now. But wait for the demo first. And still has the villager lead. Trade cog? I don't see a trade cog, but maybe that's the play. It's a bold play. All right, 1 demo in here. Where's the other demo? Oh. Oh. I mean, maybe that comes in handy later. I don't know. Scout dies from Liereyy. Look at the amount and variety of units on the field from Andy. He's got villagers, fishing ships, cav archers, skirms, spearmen, scout, archer, knight, monk, 3 fire galleys, and a demo on the way. Now, the fire galleys aren't going to last for very long as they all die here, as well as the fishing ships. So that's a not insignificant portion of his food eco right there. And he's going to have to shift a bunch onto berries, which the collection rate is not super good. Mangonel here from Liereyy. I'd love to see a second TC from him. Needs to stay competitive on the eco side. I know you've won the water, but I think you got to invest the wood into that extra TC relatively soon. He's going to go for a monastery instead. Monastery and husbandry. Andy is now ahead on villagers. In terms of eco upgrades, neither one with the farm upgrade, neither one with wheelbarrow. And Andy has now completed the walls on this side. So there's a relic over here he's going to grab. He grabbed the one in the middle, and then there's a secure one over here. He might save for later. He does see this one as well. Like, you can easily get this one. Relics might be 4 in favor of Andy, and he might even sneak the one in the south, too. However, Liereyy has 0 chill, bro. Second TC? Nah, we're good. Nah, we're good. We're just going to make 4 mangonels. We are just going to make 4 mangonels and push out this way with our camels. Wheelbarrow on the way. More fishing ships being added. So that's somewhat making up for his lack of the second TC. And let's see if Andy falls victim to the mangonel production here from Liereyy. I mean, it's an insane amount of mangonels, but it's really, really, really tough to micro mangonels on both sides. amongst these berries. It's going to be difficult for Andy because there's not really anywhere he can dodge back and forth, but it's also difficult for Liereyy to push without taking bad trades against the Mangonels coming up from this. And then you run into the prospect of Andy also getting redemption for the Monk. Not so good. Liereyy finally opts for that second TC. It's forward. And Andy does not see that. It's probably good he doesn't see that. He probably would have tried to run in to deny it and then burp. We all know what would happen there with these Mangonels. As Liereyy pushes out with the Monk, we're going to keep it on his point of view. He's running with the Camels, trying to get some counter raids. Exploring with the Skirm, which is good. And winning the first Mangonel engagement, which is fantastic. He does have a Monk here to convert the Knight. And the Cav Archers are about to get Ballistics and Bloodlines. But the +2 armor is coming in from these Camels. And it's getting to be a bit of a risky proposition for Andy to push in here. Because the Camels are roaming. They're going to have +2 armor. They can flank you. And then your primary army is just not a very good unit against Mangonels, right? The Cav Archer's not the thing that you want here. Good trade there from Andy, 1-for-1. Lierey's going to come out and repair. Andy's going to try and micro. But it'll get difficult. 58 villagers for Liereyy, 65 for Andy. Andy is playing really well today. The macro behind has been on point here. Especially because he lost both the pawns. Outpost there. Villager dies. Not too many villagers have died this game. Lots of fishing ships. Idleville's under TC. Welcome to Liereyy, Age of Empires. They're hiding. They're resting. Sanctity on the way. Does not have redemption. Wouldn't surprise me if you wanted it soon, though. Only going on to stone now. Liereyy is already on stone. If there's one thing I would like somewhat criticize about Lierey's game is his timing to stone sometimes a little bit late. Obviously, he's doing a bunch more things. But this game, it's actually pretty perfect. And he very deliberately put this TC on the stone so he could take it. And think about a castle push forward. Is Liereyy really losing this? Well, I don't know who Liereyy is. Redemption on the way. Oh, God. Do Persians get atonement? Of course they don't. Their monk tech tree sucks. Persians don't get anything. Let's just assume nothing has been gotten from the Persians. Just a whole ass suburb over there. Look at this. Man's building residential neighborhoods. This is a stalemate, guys. 23-14 is the KD. The camels are being built up from Liereyy. He almost has enough stone for a castle. If Andy still only has 4 on stone, so he's really late to that castle, and Liereyy is fine with these camels being converted. As long as the conversions are not coming in on his Mangonels, he's fine with that, and Andy suddenly losing some of these Cav Archers. The camels are fighting converted camels, +2 armor, actually decent against the Cav Archers, and the monks didn't die? The monks didn't die, and he gets a conversion on the Mangonel? Oh my god! How on earth did those stay alive? Still a decent fight for Liereyy, though, and this opens the door for a potential castle. Does he have a market, is the question. He does. Can he buy that extra stone? Where does he even put it? He's only got 1 Mangonel now. He's going for Light Cav again. I guess he canceled that upgrade earlier. And he starts to add in more food eco. If we're looking at res collected, it's even. It's dead even. Which civ do you like more here, guys? Which civ do you like more in this matchup? Japanese? Persians? I think I like Persians better as well, yeah. I think like a hand cannon hussar combo if he's going halves. Or if you can get into Savar with hand cannon, but that's really costly. Do Japanese get a bonus for Savar? Samurai? I don't know. I would assume not. Feels like Persians can just out-mobility the Japanese. But I mean, Andy is still holding on, man. And Andy's got 1,000 food in the bank, and Liereyy still hasn't dropped this castle. Yeah, Thumb Ring is going to be insane on these. Andy's still holding the hill. Look at all this free food he's had access to. Doesn't have to invest in a farm. 6 on wood, for God's sakes. 6 on wood. If that doesn't tell you... He's back to 17 now, so I guess he made a lumber camp or something. Still, 17. Not that much for this stage of the game. If that doesn't tell you how valuable these berries have been for him, I don't know what does. Camels trying to find some good engagements against the cav archers. They're weakening them, but they're not killing them. And the camels will go down. And Liereyy is looking for his opportunities here. Still hasn't placed the castle. He's sending the villagers forward, but he lost a lot of camels there. And he's going to try for a castle right in the middle. That is a no-go zone for the castle. As he places one right here, it's about to get really ugly for him with the pathing. Bunch of weak cav archers here from Andy. But he's got a ton of them sacked up. And he'll go for a counter castle of his own. And Liereyy has to throw away the lives of all these units here just to get his castle up, and he's not even up to him. This is game 2 for Andy. What a start. What a start for Andy. And he played this beautifully. I think it was the perfect level of like greed and map control for Andy. He didn't really heavily push. He never really tried to get into Lierey's space. He just held his position here. Forced Liereyy to keep all the army there. And then boomed up behind and took advantage of all these berries. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking Andy, dude. Andy's res when he gets to imp, pretty good. Yeah, I mean, Bracer on the cav archer's brutal, right? Morvilles go down. Oh, Liereyy. Oh, this is a bad situation for you, brother. GG, Andy! Yo! Damn! 2-0. Andy getting his freak on a little bit. I think Liereyy just like, I don't know, man. Like, do you need 4 mangonels to push this? All he has to do is go for a siege workshop up here. It stalls it out completely. It's like maybe like a couple mangonels, maybe a couple scorpions, and then you build the TC a little bit faster. Right? Couple camels. Exnay the monastery early. Couple extra TCs. And then you can go into more defenses to help you out. Maybe skirms, then camels. I don't know about skirms. I don't know. It's a tough one for sure. I mean, Andy played really well. Also, like, Liereyy not using the market there and just sitting with 500 food, 500 gold, while Andy is using the market and clicking up. Like, there needs to be a little bit more urgency there to go up to Castle Age and take control of that middle. Because if you own that middle position, that's a really big boost to your economy. Really, really big boost. How did we get here? 2-0 for Andy. It's going to be a good day of Age of Empires. I can tell you that much right now. All right. That was also Lierey's home map. We check how much food from the bear. Probably like 6K or something, if I had to guess. Maybe like 4 or 5K. Significant amount. Lost with the Persians, win with the Japanese. Dang, dude. Kawasan is not a map that I would pick Andy winning on, for sure. And we look at the maps Andy still has left. Catra, yikes, right? Enclosed, not so bad. Liereyy picked Arena. Oh, God. I mean, Lierey's great on Arena, but so is Andy. Enclosed is fine for Liereyy. Migration is fine for Liereyy. Really good on both of those. I don't know how well he does on Catra. Nomad, Liereyy is very good. Arena, I'm thinking like even-ish matchup on Arena, although peak Liereyy on Arena is pretty damn impressive. Liereyy is very good at Vil fighting. I know he is. But I don't know, man. Andy is like the guy. Over 9,000. Thank you for the 20 months. When I think of Vil fighting and quick walling villagers and stuff, Andy's kind of my guy, you know? He's kind of my dude. See if I can run ads here. Maybe they're already running. Okay. We have a spec delay anyway. So if you're seeing it, well, if you're seeing an ad, you won't even hear whatever I'm about to say, so it doesn't matter. Cultivated Weeb, thank you for the 690. Appreciate you. Dude. It's going to be a good set, hopefully. I mean, I'm hopeful that Liereyy takes back a couple games, and then we get all 7, and it's sick. What's the difference between red and green civs? So, the red civs are banned. So you can't use them. In this instant, I think all of the bans are hidden beforehand. That's why we have some like repeat bans. Every draft is a little bit different. And all the green civs are the civs that you can actually play in the tournament set. We do this before our competitive games so that we don't just get the same civs over and over and over again. And even with this system, we do end up getting a lot of the same civs, but... Can you show us pics of your ears? No. Why do you want to see... Wait. Why do you want to see pics of my ears? Okay, we have to see a picture of Polak's cat. Or kitten, sorry. It's a very cute kitten. It's a very cute kitten. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Is it a stray? Oh, is that the stray that you found the other day? I saw you guys were talking about that. This is also what Dave's ears look like? Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm actually... You got me, dude. You got me. I'm secretly a cat girl. You got me. Surely that's not making it into GL's next fucking weekly recap. Surely not. They never put weird clips of me in there, ever. I think it's already public knowledge. All right. We're going on to enclosed. Dude, these guys and their freaking colors. Do you remember when we did orange and gray? Or maybe it was purple and gray for the color combination? Oh my god, chat was relentless. At Dave AOE. Colors, please. At Dave AOE. Why these colors? Some people love having default colors. This would be 4 and 8, so yellow and orange. Some people don't love it. Some people don't even know what colors are. You get paid for making appearances on GL? No. No, I don't. I do it out of the goodness of my heart. They scammed me. Nelson scammed me out of some correct answers on that trivia thing. Also, they edited a lot of the parts. Like the part with Timorid Siegecraft. I think they edited that part where I said, I don't think you need that anymore to make flaming camels. And everyone's like, no, you still need it. Not true. You don't need it. Don't need it. Anyway, welcome in. Saracens against Portuguese. We are on and closed, so Liereyy will pick Portuguese here. And this is another map where I don't know why Andy picked this as his home map. I guess Liereyy did lose against Nikov in a very tight game here. Really well played from Nikov, by the way, in that set. It was a camel war. I believe Liereyy was Hindustanis and Nikov was Saracens, or maybe it was the other way around. It's either Gujaras or Hindustanis against Saracens. But still, like a map like this that is so technical, Liereyy is going to be really, really solid on. So it's weird that Andy ended up picking this. I don't even play, and I don't know why they removed the requirement for Flaming Camels. Well, they also increased... You could just get Flaming Camels from the Siege Workshops, but they also increased the time it takes to produce them significantly. So they kind of got like a nerf and a buff at the same time. Andy wins this, okay. We'll see what the Portuguese can do against the Saracens. Forward gold for Liereyy, and oftentimes this is so important, where the gold position is, right? It's not that bad, and there's still a lot of space between him and his opponent. And Andy kind of has a forward gold as well. But still, the other gold's very far away. And Andy's other gold's very far away. Oh my goodness. Look at this. His second gold is here. And then where are his other ones? Oh! Ugh. Gross. This was Andy's home map? Yep. Andy's home map. Villagers will come out here. Feels like an archer range now from Liereyy. I keep saying this, but like, I know a lot of people think this map is boring sometimes because it feels like we always see the same thing, right? But this is one of the most technical maps. You have to be right on point with all of your transitions. Your macro has to be good. You have to be winning the fights. You have to be putting castles in exactly the right spots. You have to be grabbing the relics early. There's a lot of very high-level things that go into playing this map correctly. Is this FC from him? I think it might be. Oh my god. Is he going? He's just going FC again. And with a Saracen market, you can kind of get away with it. You don't need to really go out to that gold. He's going to go for the stable. Lieutenant Dan, thank you for another 10 gifted. Oh my god. 1,168 gifted in the stream. And that's like 100 today, by the way. As Andy pushes him away. Market stable. He walls himself off. He's going to bring this villager in. Unfortunately, there's not a way for this villager to get in, so he has to delete a house, which is kind of annoying. And this vill will bring the 10 gold, which means he can sell the stone. Jesus. Maiden, thank you for the 6 months. This is a hell of a play here, guys. Still no loom. And cannot afford loom. Cannot afford loom. He's on the way up, though. Or a scholar on the way from Andy. Liereyy knows exactly what's going on. He's got the market himself. Liereyy should still be in a better position because he can take the berries freely and he's getting double resources from that, right? Lycee's bringing in a lot of these water buffalo, which Andy has already taken. Andy is still stuck here. And if Liereyy just kept his archers on the outskirts here, I think Andy needs to build something up before he can go out for it, right? He doesn't even have enough gold for loom. He's trying to push in a deer now, and that's like a significant part of his castle age economy is this one deer. Archer's coming forward. Needs to avoid the Komodos. He saw it, and he dodges around. And Lierey's up, dude. Good response from Liereyy. Nice adaptation from him. He is up to the castle age. So Andy will get here, but the resources are not really there to do too much. He might try for a TC. Remember. Oh, he does. He does have enough gold for loom now. He's sold. Okay. He's not getting it. He's got enough gold for a camel, I suppose. And the archers are out here. Andy, still not taking a chance. Still not sending villagers out. He's waiting until this camel is on the field. 125 HP on that. There's a spearman here for Liereyy. And Andy doesn't really want to engage against that. Surely he wins, right? He's trying to go for a TC now. Lierey's going to try and stop this. Andy needs to stop pussyfooting around with this camel. Okay, he's got a knight. He's going to be fine. He would have just won that with the camel against the spearman and the archer, but it's fine. He's got a knight. He's okay. Andy forgot loom. No. This is very calculated. Did not forget loom. Did Liereyy get loom? Yes. Monastery now for Andy. Loom coming in for him. Horse collar on the way for Liereyy. And now he gets to the castle age. And he'll go for a TC over here on this gold. Okay, and a monastery here. Very limited army in the near future for both of them. Like that was a fast castle age time from Liereyy. For like compared to a normal game, but he was still 2 minutes slower than his opponent. That is wild. Come on, Archer, hit a shot. Jesus, 1 HP. Any reason why Mem likes Snideville Start? It's not just Mem. There's a lot of like Nilly really likes Snideville Start, right? I think the only people who like Threeville Start in terms of tournament organizers is like Tristan. Less downtime. Oh, nice block. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but nice block by the woman there from Liereyy, and he saves these vills. Still can't afford a monk, though. Personally, I like Threeville Start for something like Arabia. The closed maps, I like Nineville Start better. A map like this, I think I like Nineville Start better as well. Catra, I definitely like Threeville Start. Nineville Start is way too... Nineville Start and Catra makes it way too defensive. You don't get the same level of villager warring. Nineville Start on Black Forest is fucking hilarious. Who is Tristan? T90. Why don't we just start a feudal age with a res camp and a pair? Whoa! Wow, what an idea. Third TC here for Andy. We should try that. The whole base. Maybe some of your villagers stuck in woodlines and stuff. Oh, that's not good. Andy's going to have to delete that. And that was a big part of his military. Andy has 1 relic so far. He still has the scout. He's healed it up. Or maybe that's a second one. It looks like that's a second one. And he's grabbing more relics here. Liereyy has not snagged those just yet. As the scout comes out for the monk, there is a spearman there. Lierey's going to guard him. He's got that spearman on guard stance. And the spearman rubs himself against the scout, but doesn't poke. More of a grind set kind of thing.
Please say, go Oilers.
Mom and Alish, thank you for the 10. Hester, thank you for the prime. Andy is ahead on res collected. Which one of these civilizations do we like better, though, long term? Feels like Andy might struggle if Liereyy gets into a big ball of like crossbow or arbalist. But the mobility advantage should be in favor of the Saracens. Saracens I prefer? Okay. Ooh. You're doing a good job guarding his monks. It's so difficult, man. It's so difficult to guard your monks. Makes it look easy, though. Third relic coming in for Andy, so it's going to be 3-2, and it's going to be 4-3 on the TC count. Lierey's going to need another one to catch up. Andy getting wheelbarrow, Liereyy getting wheelbarrow. Same technologies at the same times, and Andy has the eco lead here, guys. That's just kind of crazy. Liereyy is fighting from behind once again. Not only in the set, but in the game. For the 3rd straight game. How do you approach dealing with this fast castle thing from the Saracens on this map? Because if you don't go castle age yourself and invest in a feudal military, there's not really that much you can hit. Tower rush? Where are you going to tower rush, though? Here? You're putting your economy back. If you go for a tower rush, you're delaying your castle age by like 3 or 4 minutes. I mean, I guess, like, what if you send Vils forward and you wall them in with stone walls? What if you just wall them in? Like, don't even do the, oh, here he comes. Don't even do the, like, you can do the tower thing later, but the priority is walling him in. Stone walls. Will it damage his eco? No. As we see the conversions come in on the spearmen, Lierey's going to have to switch those over to the scouts. Atonement is in for Andy. So he will convert the monks from Liereyy, and then they will convert future monks, and then they will convert more monks. Oh, it's the monk train. No, dude. And they're converting monks that are formerly monks that were converted by the other monks. And oh, God. And now they're healing up the damage from the villagers. Those are his own monks that are running away. There was no target to convert because Liereyy did not have atonement. And he's going to be forced into a castle back here. It is an absolute disaster for Liereyy. Meanwhile, behind, Andy's eco is crazy. 32 farms placed from him. Let's see the farm count here for Liereyy. He's at 35, so that's really solid. And he should be clicking up to imps soon. But Andy has the map control, and Andy's got the initiative now. May as well GG now. Don't think so. It's not game over yet. 20 Vils ahead. Yeah, but he hasn't clicked up yet. And he won't really be able to do much damage here as long as this castle goes up. And a couple of these camels are going to get converted if Andy's not careful. I think he got devotion, right? He did get devotion. Peril Age is on the way for Liereyy. If Liereyy can get like more castles over here and start a push somewhere, it might be good. The only question for him is like, what are you going into? Is it just organs? Doesn't seem great. Organs really, really struggle against mangonels. Plus, redemption is possible for Andy. He's got a lot of monks here with Sanctity. Does he already have redemption? He doesn't. One thing about the Saracens, they are kind of slow to get into their late game compositions. If you don't already have a massive like crossbows or whatever, there's so many choices that it becomes difficult. It's like a big fucking menu at a restaurant. You know, you're on page 6 and you've already forgotten what your selections were from page 2. Lars. Real Lars. Thank you for the gifted sub. Castle here. Let's take a look at the gold positions from Andy. Or sorry, from Liereyy. Gold here, gold here, gold here. Plenty of stones to take. He's fine. And he's going to get another stone, and he's building up the organs. Ooh! Ooh! Real voice, by the way. Ooh! Snipes down the light cap. Those could have been annoying. Nice job. Why not herbs? I don't know. You'd have to ask him. Handcart coming in, block printing. 91 villagers for Liereyy. 120 for Andy. Would not surprise me. Well, maybe it would, considering there's monks. I was going to say, like, Onager could be a play for Andy, but, I mean, it's got so many options to deal with the organs, right? And the Onagers can get converted. You might just want to go, like, Bombard Cannon. A lead organ. Might be what he's saving up for. We see a couple scouts now being added. Redemption is coming in right now. That's a dead monk. That's a big shot from the Mangonel. And the monks teleport inside the castle just on time. They were about to get absolutely nuked by that volley there. Light Cav is coming in here for Liereyy. It's the reason he made the scouts. Okay, well, I was a little confused by Carrick, but that was a misclick. I was thinking, oh my god. Lierey's gonna build a navy. Unbelievable. Would you come to Edmonton if I flew you out for a Cup Finals game? I think I'm gonna be busy around the Cup Finals time. Normally I would. I'd be totally down for that. I've never been to Edmonton, dude. We could go to the Edmonton Mall. The only other thing to do in that city, apparently. June 15th game, I'm going to drive up from Calgary. Oh, shit. All right. Light Cav coming in. Oregon Guns will deal with the camels. They are not elite yet. Elite would actually help here. Elite would help. If he can afford it. Another castle over here from Andy. Another castle over here. And look at this, guys. Like I said, Saracens, there's just too many choices on the menu. And you're not certain which ones you should go for. And even with all of that eco, 153 vills, the amount of army on the field here from Andy is extremely limited. He had to wait for chemistry to come in so he can make the bombard cannons. He's still making monks. But so far, it doesn't really seem to have anything to deal with these organs just yet. Why did Andy go Easker? It's the Saracen, like, disease. It's a condition, bro. It's like, you just don't know what to make. It's been that way forever. Liereyy doing a really good job with these light caps, sneaking in before the walls. I love these walls, by the way, from Andy. You lock things down, you put the pressure into the castles. Great eco upgrade, great macro behind from Andy. And he'll be able to deal with this. Going for some quick walls. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Takes that headache away. And the camels will chase this down. Andy playing some fantastic Age of Empires at the moment. Liereyy still gets in, but he's got more than enough camels to deal with this. And honestly, Andy's got 156 vills, so even if they kill some, who really cares? I think there's an argument to be made for Onager and the what's the fucking the thing? What's the upgrade for Saracens called? The Treb Onager counterweights. That's it. Arquebus! Still no elite organ gun. Arquebus is kind of a crazy tech. Light Cav coming out, sniping the monk. Light Cav are going to snipe this bombard cannon as well. Oregon's still pushing in. Bombard cannon gets a little bit of value. Lierey's castle will live, and Liereyy is holding on this side. And Lierey's ecoed up to 136 vills. Andy has not been able to get the damage that he wanted. He's stalled out. It's like your first car when he got to Imp. Too many techs coming in for too many different things, not enough production. Heavy camel is out though. These heavy camels have 170 HP. He's like me when I talk to a woman. Yeah. I'm not buying the whole premise of this story, FM. I'm not disputing the hypothetical interaction. I'm just disputing whether it actually happened in the first place. Andy going for skirm. Even treadmill crane, guys. Siege engineers, like, they're getting really close in the center. Heresy coming in for Liereyy. Everything but elite organ gun, apparently. And another castle from Andy. That one might get denied really early by this bombard cannon. Liereyy shoots right away. Andy deletes. Oh my god, dude. Liereyy was on top of that, and Andy was on top of that as well. Deletes while the cannonball is still in midair. Sick. It's a slow push. Maybe not as quick as we wanted it to be. Arquebus now finding some big value. But it is still kind of a push. And the pressure is on up here from Andy as well with these camels that just seem to have way too much HP. However, jeez, this is an intimidating army. Literally rolling forward slowly and menacingly. Dude, the U.S. industrial complex, military complex, would be looking at this army and just rubbing their hands. Yes. Buy from us. Salivating. Exactly. Exactly. More stables up here. There is a risk. Heresy is such a big tech here as well. Like, none of these get converted over to Andy. Organ guns are now elite, which means they will be doing more damage against the camels and the hussar. Is it enough, though? There's a lot of HP there. There's a risk that Andy will get too distracted in the north and will lose the push in the south. And lose all of his armies in the south. Divide up his production between stables that aren't sending units into this fight because he's busy trying to raid. Lierey's gold is ridiculous. 34 villagers attempting to gather from here. Maybe we need to get that sorted out at some point. Camel's still up here. Would love to see more castles in the eco from Liereyy. Like a castle here would go hard. Also, they are almost chopping through here. One organ gun could go crazy. Andy has 2,300 stone in the bank. Liereyy has 1,000 gold. And we're getting to the point where Lierey's army seems a little unstoppable. Not completely yet. Still a lot of hussars, still a lot of camels. Oh! 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 Liereyy! Back it up! The bomber cannons getting way out of position. The organ guns are still frying the hussar. But that is a great trade for Andy. Sacrifice all those hussar when you have 57 on food to kill those bombard cannons. Like, that's huge. And at the same time, like, Liereyy is still struggling back here. He's still got 130 vills. So it's not the end of the... You know, at the end of the day, it's not terrible. It's not good. Where does Andy go next in the tech tree? Like, where does he go next? Does he go to more siege? Holy, these organ guns, dude. Shitting damage. Counterweight, Siege Onager. Siege Onager could be a play. Even against Arquebus bombard cannons, all you need is one big shot on those organ guns, right? Even just with Onager. Counterweights could help. 68 on food now. As the raids continue coming in. Liereyy getting pikemen. Haboob could help over here. He's got more bombard cannons coming out. He's running out of gold. Fortunately, though, he is a civilization that can make do without gold on the map if he wants to spend the population. Do we see a Feitoria added in at some point? It's a bit risky, right? You sacrifice your pop space for that. Nice shot there from Andy on the bombard cannons. Liereyy trying to take advantage of Arquebus, even splitting his organs around the bombard cannon shots from Andy. That's cute. And now he goes for a little bit of a counter raid. That's going to be dealt with just fine by that castle. 73 on food now for Andy. As Liereyy comes in, snipes the bombard cannon. Good pick. Also tries to snipe the monk. Doesn't quite get him. Continues to try and take down this castle. Still 2,000 gold in the bank from Andy. We haven't really looked away from this area, and the organ gun mass is still... This army scares me. And it should scare Andy, too. He's probably played organ guns enough to know how dangerous this is. Andy playing like Viper? Yeah, Andy's kind of gaming today. Have they cut through yet? No. It's real close, though. This would only... I think this benefits Andy if that gets cut through there. Oh, my God! Dude, I didn't know it was the 4th of July. Holy shit. Nice snipe from Andy there with the bombard cannons. Beautiful job. Siege engineers in for both. Infantry upgrades coming in from Liereyy. This is very unusual. Liereyy in a 50-minute game. Very unusual. 143 villagers still from him. Feitorias might be necessary soon. Right? You delete 20 of those vills. You go for a Feitoria. Final wood upgrade even on the way. Here from Andy. Oh, not noticing the bombard cannons, though. And that one's going to die, too. As he tries to kill the house and get in and raid. Little does he know. Very, very raidable. Onager. What are the market prices like? Ah, I say as Andy uses the market and Larry uses the market as well. We're going to keep that up there. Selling 800 food for 540 gold. That's actually a really good trade at this point. 68 on food now for Liereyy. Nice snipes. How many kills on that castle? 9. Was that as many as you thought it would be? It's like, oh man, I'm going to cook with this question. Nice snipes on the bombard cannons once again. And you just can't come in here, man. You just can't fight this if you're Andy. And now you're sitting here thinking, all right, I got to wait for my onagers to get here to kill this mass. And I got to try and kill these bombard cannons. That doesn't work. Liereyy losing about 7 of those organ guns, but Andy losing like 30 hussar. Does Liereyy have arquebus? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got arquebus. These are dead trebs as well. Bye-bye. And Liereyy trying to kill another bombard cannon. Still a lot of gold in the bank. Not a lot of gold at all for Liereyy. And no Fetorias yet. Lierey's now selling a stone. Sold 500 stone. Dude, I would love a castle right here. A castle right here would solve a lot of these problems for Liereyy. Feels like Hera would have put a castle here like minutes ago. Or if not there, somewhere in his eco. Many moons ago, that's right. The egg is cracking. My head is fine, dude. Hey! Hey! Better late than never, you know what I'm saying? Let's go! Good job, Liereyy. It took a while for my Discord message to go through, you know? This castle is still alive from Andy. Liereyy has been trying to take this out forever. This weird little double castle stack that's been holding him in. It'll fall, though. First step along the way. Where is the onager? The onager is through the middle. It's the middle cut happening right now. And he is into Lierey's farm eco over here. He's got 89 on food right now, but he is falling back on this side. Lierey's still protecting from trebs over here. Trying to get through with the halberdiers. The middle wood line is fully in control of Andy at the moment, but look at what's happening over here, folks. This is a lot of army on the side here. And because Andy is raiding here, he's got a lot of population and attention focused on the other side of the map. So it is more than possible for Liereyy to push everything back. Crazy. Mamluke's coming out now. I don't know if that's the key. I don't know if that's it. How does he stop this? If Liereyy refuses to go away, it's going to be tough. Liereyy really low vill count. Yep, he lost a lot in the raid, but look what that's done for him. 105 military on the field, and it's basically like all here. Oh, baby. Yo, Liereyy is coming in. He does not want to be stopped. Bombard cannons going down from Andy. Liereyy. 9 bombard cannons with arquebus. Big shots. Oh my god. Dude. Takes out another bombard cannon. The organs are going crazy behind. The raids have basically stopped here for Andy, and suddenly it's Lierey's turn to try and get into Andy's eco with all this extra population space. The risk for Liereyy here is that he's going to waste his military on this side, and he won't have the eco to sustain it. So he needs to be careful to always keep the halbs and the light cav under wraps on this side to keep his organ gun safe. And crucially, his bombard cannons as well, as he gets some big shots over there. Hussar coming in. They're all going to die. Oh, my God. Mamelukes didn't stand a chance. Oh, my God. It's an absolute bloodbath. It is an absolute bloodbath. Liereyy keeps the bombard cannons alive. Andy with one bombard cannon to defend. This has got to be so difficult for both of them. Liereyy has to keep his army from straying. Same thing for Andy. And Andy is just trying to pick away because he knows he's killed a lot of vills from Liereyy, and eventually that eco is going to catch up to him. Lierey's still adding vills, though. I like that. He's adding more. He's got to keep this stuff alive for as long as possible. It's an absolutely insane push here from Liereyy. It's an insane push. And you can really tell that Andy doesn't really know what to do. He knows his win condition is Liereyy running out of res eventually, because it's an incredibly expensive comp. But what units do you make to get yourself there, to clear the organs and to clear the bombard cannons? Liereyy now killing this castle down here. Also, at some point, Liereyy is going to have to retake the wood control, but it's not that big of an issue. Andy's army pop recovered. Yeah, 85 military now. And Lierey's villager pop recovered a little. This is a crazy game. In a crazy set already. Absolutely wild. Mamluk's trying to come in again. Hussars consistently having issues with these organ guns. Andy is still on gold. Liereyy has not been on gold for a while, but he does have the relics generating. Well, everyone wave goodbye to another army of Hussar. The Mamluks are going crazy on the other side, though. Needs to kill the Mamluks, and he does. Only 3 bombard cannons remaining of the 9 from Liereyy. So Andy did his job there. Sacrificed 50 population to kill 6 bombard cannons. And it was worth. Oh my God, dude. Great flank with the Mamluks. I think he knew he was going to lose his entire military there. But he's trying to just wear him down step by step. Do you guys think it's time for a Feitoria here from Liereyy? I don't know. I really don't. You have to balance your villagers and your military properly. And I don't know. Look at him try and save these bomber cannons. Look at the way he sneaks them in between the organs there. Liereyy is trying so hard right now to win this game and get himself a win on the board for this set. But it seems like he's kind of running out of steam. Temporary calm before the inevitable storm. As both players just kind of regroup. This is like, dude, this is like the Christmas peace in World War I, right? Like, it's just mutual. It just, both pull back for a second. We're fine. Feitoria is coming in. Liereyy just needed a minute to think about it. Said, hey, wait. I can do this with my civ, and now he's 214 population out of 200. Why castle there? Because he needs to hold this side without allocating any military to it. He doesn't want to get raided. Stonewall's coming up. Still open in the center. Liereyy, still with a big military over here. Now suddenly he's generating a little bit of gold and stone. I think if you would have asked Andy, he would have said Liereyy already had a Feitoria. Andy would have built like 2 already. Andy has
Who ran out of
6
stream more, Larry in this game or Costa in the
thousand
last night?
food in the bank. Apex, thank you for the $25. Who ran out of steam more, Larry in this game or Costa in his bout last night? It wasn't even Costa, dude. The guy, 2 fights before that. I've never seen a guy more tired in my entire life. Elite Mameluke in? Yep. Yep. Liereyy goes for the quick walls over here. Needs to send some halbs. But if he sends the halbs, there's a risk of Andy coming over here and sniping the organs and the bomber cannons, and he doesn't send all of his helps, just a few. So we'll clear that up. He does lose some more villagers. Bracer on the way now for Liereyy. And let's see what the Mamelukes can do. They sniped the bomber cannon. Good job. Oh my god, bro. All right, Andy. Maybe it's time to delete another 20 vills. You have 8,000 food in the bank. Final wood upgrade coming in for Liereyy. And he's running out of wood, folks. Like, he will need to start taking this middle wood pretty soon. Masonry on the way. I'm surprised he didn't have that earlier. Both players at 200 pop. Both players chilling. Usually when you're at 200 pop, it's foot on the gas pedal, let's go. But it very clearly hasn't worked so far, so they need to recoup. Score is crazy. Score is crazy, dude. 80 points difference? Are you kidding me? I would love to see Liereyy go for a trip here to take out that castle. Comes through with the light cav. An army being built here from Andy. And these Mamluks are difficult for sniping the bomber cannons. Very, very dangerous. Also, the Hussar are very dangerous too. Nice attack round there from Liereyy. Halb slightly out of position. Retreating now to the castle. Bomber cannon sniped 1 Mamluk, but 2 of them went down. And Liereyy down to 180 pop. It's actually 160 because of the Fatoria, but he is raiding over here with Halbs. So he's focused on the wood lines just a little bit. His wood eco is not looking great. Food eco for both is looking insane. All right, an hour and 10-minute game. Might be a new record in a tournament for Liereyy. Doesn't usually play long games. And another lull. Another break in the action. He really needs this win, clearly. And he knows he needs it. And he's really focused right now. Lierey's going to try and grind this one out. There is a lot of bombard cannons here from Andy, but the Mamluks are there to protect. Liereyy gets 1. Does he get a second? He sees that weak one over there. He's going for the weak one. He gets a second one. Potentially even a third. I think maybe he killed 3. Only 3 left here from Andy. Like Kev's still raiding. Haven't seen a raid on Lierey's base in a long time. 10.3k food now. But look at the stone climbing here for Liereyy. We still have stone in the bank for Andy. We can check the market prices soon as Andy tries to snipe the bomber cannons from Liereyy. Market prices, except for stone, are basically at the basement. Obviously, Saracens will get a little bit more value from their sellage. But still, 18 gold for 100 food. Not the best trade ever. How many Faitorias? Just 1. Guilds coming in for Liereyy. Probably a good tech. I think it might be a wood game here. Like Cav comes in for Liereyy. Even if he kills like 100 villagers, that's just going to open the door for more Hussar from Andy. If Liereyy wants to win that way, it's going to be a very slow grind with 12k food in the bank. $97 bills for Andy, which means 98 army for him. Victoria has been spotted. Villagers going down for Liereyy. Only 81 villagers. He doesn't need the farmers, but he can use the wood villagers, and both players now losing out on villager numbers. Liereyy trying to snipe the bomber cannons. Oh, that was a big shot. That might be the opening he needs. Big shot on the organ guns, probably taking out 6 or 7 of those with the bombard cannons. But Liereyy does snipe another bombard cannon. He gets another one now. Halbs are fighting against Hussar, skirmishers, and Mamluks. We need the organs involved. He's only got 12 left, and he's still being raided at the back. But that castle is putting in work. Liereyy does not have ballistics for his castle. Oh, and another Fatoria. Another Fatoria. Here come the Hussars. Oh, boy. 56 villagers here for Liereyy. Is this it? Is he going to run out of steam? 167 pop. That's not the place you want to be with his Hussars against organs. 169 pop for Andy. 160 for Liereyy. He has 11 more vills queued up. Second Fatoria finally. Only 8,000 food in the bank, but 40 Hussars in the queue for Andy now. No ballistics is killing him. Like, these castles are not killing the Hussars as they come in. No ballistics is really brutal here. Where's this one trap? Ah, it's on the side. It was trying to attack. Good battles over here on the side to prevent these castles from going down, by the way. As Andy now builds up another impressive force. 102 military. Most of it over here in the south. Liereyy buying wood? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh boy, Andy doing a great job raiding this wood eco. Loses the Treb though, and these can go in to Andy's base. Maybe Andy falls behind on villagers now, but Leary's still holding on to this castle and still having stone to repair. And it's only one bombard cannon here from Andy. Joins it with a second one. Organ gun mass is what I'm really worried about right now from Leary's perspective. He's losing them one by one, and that has been historically the only thing helping him hold over here. Is raiding at the back here. Mameluke is not enough to protect all of this stuff, and Andy is losing vills, but still. Andy's now losing a bunch of skirps. That's a lot of population loss there for Andy. I think unintentionally as well. He got distracted, clearly, by the raids. As he tries to go for a castle, more villagers dying. Here he's doing a good job with those raids. But he needs to settle things down, get his villager count back up again. Killing the bombard cannons now. This is a good start. And then you need more organs, for sure. Does Liereyy have Arquebus? Yeah, he's had it forever. And ballistics as well. It's just necessary for these castles. I know it's expensive at this point of the game, but every time he goes to university, he's going to see ballistics is available. Liereyy is just constantly harassed on this wood line as well. Someone give me a tuba to play the music for this army. He doesn't even get the bomber cannon. Oh my god. Oh man, what a game. What a game. Andy still has the initiative. They're back to a max population. Obviously, Liereyy is missing out on 40 pop from these two Fetorias. But they are giving him gold, and they are giving him stone, and suddenly it is Andy who's running low on gold. He does have 8,800 food to sell, and he is Saracen, so he will be getting better prices for it. Plus, I believe the wood cost is getting up there a little bit. Yep. So if you're going to be buying wood in Liereyy's position, you're kind of giving more access to gold for your opponent. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable game. And Liereyy starts pushing again. And he's adding more organs. This ain't over yet. Liereyy didn't hear no bell. 54 bills. It's fine. He's got 2 Fetorias. 18 on food is really concerning at this point, though. $18 on food is very concerning. We need more vills, for sure. But he's housed for pop cap. And he finally pushes the middle area. Okay, this is an area that we have not seen a push come from yet, as Andy completely shifts over to this area because that's where Liereyy's wood eco is, and Liereyy needs to run his wood eco away. He's going to lose half of his vills here. This is a disaster for Liereyy. Absolute disaster. Watch him go down 42, 41, 40, 39, 38 vills. A great play from Andy to shift over. Another onager there. Have to be very careful that doesn't connect with the organ guns. Can you check how much gold is left on the map? 0. I can tell you that much without looking. There is 0 gold on the map. $38 villagers for Liereyy. Has to be careful with this onager. It gets the shot away. Lots of damage, but not many kills. Bombard cannons need to be protected. Feitoria are still there, so Liereyy is still at 175 pop. Even being so low on vills. And the Mamluks are coming in to snipe the bombard cannons. You can't let them do that. Sniping some bomber cannons, but now those are kind of difficult for Andy to replace. And he's down to 4K food in the bank, and Liereyy holds on. Liereyy holds on. Losing Mamluks is rough. Losing bomber cannons is also rough for Liereyy, and Liereyy is repairing this castle. He has architecture. He has masonry. The trap dies! Meanwhile, over here, Hussar's still... Oh, there's still gold here, bro. What? There's still actually gold. Maybe if Liereyy wasn't playing in yellow, he'd be able to see the gold. It's 700 gold. I mean, at the moment, Liereyy just needs villager count. Don't get too out of place. With your organs, there is very, very limited gold here for Andy. Andy has no food. He's got no food. He's got 36 Hussars in the queue, but he has no food suddenly. Lierey's winning this game. Liereyy has outlasted the player that was supposed to outlast him. He added his Fetorias in eventually. He's got more siege workshops coming up. The organ gun count is still here. The Hussars still coming in here from Andy, but at this point, are there even any villagers left to raid? And he's losing skirmishers on this side. Hussars coming in, still no ballistics here for Liereyy. There's still gold over there, and Andy is now the one looking for wood supply. Liereyy has 2 on wood currently. Maybe need to get that fixed at some point if you want to keep making halbs. And Andy is now selling wood. 178 population for Liereyy. 40 of that in Fetorias. He's back up to 45 villagers. 200 pop cap there from Andy. He definitely just doesn't notice this. I mean, at this point, you need vills on wood more than anything. Great job from Andy to just keep raiding this area over here, but he's about to lose this castle, guys. And then he's only got... Oh, hang on a second. Then he's only got 4 left. Oh my god! This might be the best enclosed game. No, stop. This is the best enclosed game I've ever seen. It's going to be a lot of losses here for Andy. It's just how much does Liereyy lose in this engagement? There's going to be a lot of population loss. Drastic population loss for Andy. Drastic. He's down to 160. He only has 47 on food. That's a far cry from the 89 at his peak. And he's only got 22 hussars in the queue. 49 villagers now for Liereyy. Liereyy is killing more over here. He's killing the skirms. He killed some vills. He's going for another Fetor. Oh, baby. Liereyy, you absolute beauty. How? I mean, Andy's playing like a god here. He's just trying to kick him out, but Liereyy, he's not quitting, and it's very... It's not typical Liereyy to fight on this hard. He's gaming right now. Good quick walls over here. That'll stop the hussar coming in. The halbs can clear that. It's fine. Gold might be his best resource coming in at the moment. 189 pop for Liereyy. 58 villagers, 25 on wood. He still hasn't done anything to secure this area. No walls, no nothing. The hussar can still run right in here. Even like palisade walls with a palisade gate would be massive on that, right? Liereyy needs to start pushing. You have to be very careful with the pushes here. Very, very careful. Because this could happen. Oh boy. More bomber cannons on the way. Skirms haven't really been doing that much, but I mean, it's something to counter the halbs, right? Nice snipe there from Andy on the bomber cannons. Might get another one because of the pathing. Doesn't. And the hussars are coming in. Woo! Ooh! Oh! But the halbs are not there. Halbs are not there. The castle is helping. Bomber cannons behind, still being protected, but the lack of organ guns here is really showing. As some of those expensive units going down, one bomber cannon getting sniped. Doesn't quite get the second one, but Liereyy will have to build up organs again. He's once again pop capped. 37 on wood. Fetorius working away. Going for more farms. Not having crop rotation kind of hurts at this point of the game. It would have already paid off. It is checkmate, says Strode. Oh, man. Yo, thanks for being here, everyone. Sorry if you've gotten an ad in the middle of this game. I mean, I'll try to run them in between sets or in between games, but this is a long one. I'm sorry. Incredible. Perseverance. Determination. Map control. Micro. Macro. We've seen it all from both players. What is the plan with that Onager? He's got big plans. I don't want to look away from this right now. We'll look at the... It's on the way. I thought I would look over here and it'd be like chopping all the extra wood or something. But I don't think that plays into Andy's favor if he cuts all the wood on the map. And then we have one player with a building that can generate wood. I'm not sure if that really plays into his favor. Man, Andy has been so good with these bombard cannons. Just sniping organ guns one at a time. Liereyy trying to get up to that deadly mass of like 25, 30 of those again. Andy's still just sending in Hussar. And even with 65 on food, you can't keep sustaining Hussar losses like this. It might seem like it's worth it to snipe the bombard cannons, but eventually you're going to lose so many Hussar, and then the skirm to Hussar ratio is going to switch way in favor of the skirms, which it is right now. And then your entire army is going to die, and that opens up the door for Liereyy to push. The Onager is cutting wood. It is cutting wood. Andy's shifting his strategy a little bit. He's going to cut a fire line here, right through the wood line. 80 villagers once again for Liereyy, a full-on recovery from him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Liereyy is still pop-capped. Andy is still pop-capped. Andy going for Scorched Earth. He been going for Scorched Earth. Dude, he's been scorching. How many villagers do you think the lack of ballistics has cost Liereyy? 100? $50, 100, like a lot. Like a lot. Nice dodge there from Liereyy, trying to avoid the skirms. He doesn't manage to. Skirms die quite quickly to organ guns. In mass. Bombard cannon's not able to snipe the bombard cannons from Andy. And Andy now with 55 skirms on the field. Liereyy is going to do him a favor and correct that number shortly. At the same time, Liereyy is trying to raid the wood lines. Oh man, one Treb here from Liereyy to snipe that castle from here would be massive. If he can afford it. I think that'd be a great play. Supplies! Maybe the right play. You have the infantry upgrades for your halves. You're going to have to make that tech switch slowly, though. And carefully. Oh, big bomber cannon shot! Oh my god! Oh my, that was one cannonball, dude. One cannonball. Look at that. Unbelievable. Liereyy going for more farms. Still trying to hold on. Still has bombard cannons here. A little bit sloppier from Andy to maybe lose some HP on that bombard cannon, but he does pull it away along with the Onager. Lierey's still trying to push back. He's killing the skirms now. Andy is at 181 population, the lowest he's been in a while. And the Onager might die. The Onager might die. Andy's trying to save it. He's trying to repair it. He's trying to repair it. He knows how important this is. It dies. Two-handed swordsman on the way from Liereyy. Oh, and so close to sniping these bombard cannons. Arquebus coming up huge. Liereyy going to try and save these bombard cannons, and now Andy is in a position where he just can't dive there. He can't dive. Can't take the risk that he's going to lose everything and not snipe the bombard cannons. Nice splits from Liereyy. God, this game must be so stressful. He's going to lose that. Arquebus. Arquebus. And for the first time in a very long time, we see a new castle. And we see the momentum kind of continue to scale in favor of Liereyy. His halberdiers are out of position. His bomber cannons are safely within the organ guns here. But the organ gun numbers are falling, so he'll need to queue those up again as he tries to make the switch into champion. It's actually two-handed swordsman. How much gold does a Portuguese two-handed swordsman cost? With supplies. Like 15? 16? 16. It's pretty good. Right? It's pretty good. And what does Andy have against that? Not really that much. So far, it's the market exchange rates kind of keeping him in this game. The Hussar is still rating back here. 64 vills, but 3 Fatorias for Liereyy. There's a stone at the left. There is. Dude. He sees it as well, but like, you can't blame him for that, right? I mean, Liereyy doesn't even see this. That's what you get for playing yellow, Liereyy. This game has been going for an hour almost, real time. It's had 670 stone last 30 minutes. Yeah, and I think it's a wise decision from him. He's now... Does he sell some of it? Yeah, he sold some of it. I think it was a wise decision to keep some. As this onager working away. Hussar coming over to help. It'll be a nice little juicy attack round there from Andy. It's a wise decision to keep some of it. For repairing your castles. And also for placing that like critical game-ending castle when you finally get the opportunity from a push. Why would you go two-handed though? Surely Halborgan is better. Two-handed do more damage to the buildings and the villagers and the skirms. Like the skirms, if you're two-handed with organs, the skirms are basically useless at that point, right? And they don't cost wood. That is true. Nice raid up here from Liereyy if he manages to get it. Whoever wins this game is going to get a huge momentum boost in this set.
Shout out to the caster pod planting.
Yo, Mom and Alish with 5,000 bits, bro. Thank you so much. Oh my god. That's huge. That's a lot of bits. Woo! Big attack round from Liereyy. Unbelievable attack round there on the Hussars. And now he's going after the onager, and Andy dodges right back into the shot. The Hussars come in. They're going to kill a bomber cannon. Might get two, but he loses all the numbers in the process. And this game... I mean, surely one of the games of all time. Surely one of the games of all time. Champion on the way. And to be honest, like usually you have a long game like this and you're talking about one player, you know, they're making all sorts of mistakes and that's why the other player is still in it, whatever. I think the decision making here from both of them has been pretty good. Honestly. I think the micro has been pretty good. The macro has obviously been insane. To lose 351 villagers or 157 villagers and still be economically competitive. I think this is just really, really good Age of Empires from both. Yeah, Andy did have a little bit of a period there, an early imp, where he wasn't really making much. But like I said, that's classic Saracens, right? Hard to get away from that. Longer this goes, the better for Liereyy. Yep. And Andy now pressuring with the castle to secure the wood in the center. But this is a position that he just simply can't defend. We might be reaching the end stages of this game as Liereyy pushes forward. If he's able to clear all this army, if he's able to deny this castle, really good situation for him. He's going to kill a bunch of villagers. Organs still pushing in. Organs are massacring absolutely everything. And it's just a funnel of death that Andy is feeding in here towards these things. The castle is denied. Liereyy at 200 population. Andy at 130. 5K score difference. 6K score difference. 7K score difference now. And the castle's at 61%. And the bomber cannon will go down, and it feels like Andy's going to have to give this one up. Oh, baby. What a game. Andy can surely see the writing on the wall, but he's so invested in it. Doesn't want to give up yet. Treb is working away, finally. Organ guns are slowly falling, but the population for Andy is now at a critical stage, 129. Liereyy is still pop capped with 3 Fatorius. Wow. Wow. Treb is being attacked by the bomber cannon. Andy has to be careful with that because Liereyy has bomber cannons of his own. And it goes down. The castle gets deleted. He'll save what little stone he can. There's still a stone over here he doesn't realize. Still gold over here Liereyy doesn't know about. And once that castle goes down, it's wide open in the center on this wood line, which is so critical. Look at the amount of lumber camps. Andy has been chopping through that the entire time. Liereyy took all the wood on the outside. And the castle goes down. Crumbles. Just like his hopes in this game. Let's go, Liereyy! What a win! Oh my god. And what an unbelievable performance from Andy as well. Just incredible from both of those guys. Liereyy, he just grinded out that win.
Your mom groped me 2 Halloweens ago. Shut the fuck up or I'll take
It feels bad for Andy because he got himself into such a good position. He had the fast cap. Remember how this game started? They fast castled no loom into boom. It was such a good strat. He had such an eco advantage. But then Liereyy just barely held on for long enough. The positioning of the armies, the raids from Andy. I mean, he killed 354 villagers. That's usually enough to just kick someone out. He killed 1,700 units. Unbelievable. Fish Nerd, thank you for the 10 months. Thanks everyone for being here. That's a great game. That is a great game. That's what we expect. That is a fantastic game. Look at the technologies. It's all cluttered up, dude. Oh, man. It's Bananavlit. Thank you for the 8 months, man. Resources collected. I mean, Andy's significantly ahead on everything except gold. Pretty close there. Food count, 40,000 more. Dang. Oh my god. Dude, Liereyy just played a 2-hour game with an average of 115 EAPM. We're going to need like a physiotherapist or something. We're going to need some bionic hands to replace his. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Okay, 2-1, and surely they'll need a break after that one, right? Nope, they're right back in it. Jeez. They're right back in it again. How? I don't know. I do not know. So Andy loses his home map of Enclosed. That's about as close as you get to winning a game. And Liereyy wins with the Portuguese. So 2 wins with the Portuguese already. Below, thank you for the 37. play some ads now before this next game gets started. We do have a spec delay. Whew. Heresy was also big. Heresy was huge, yeah. Thanks for being here, everyone. Appreciate it. A lot of support today. Love it. Jeez, man, that was a crazy, crazy game. Does this beat the enclosed game between ACCM and Yo from NAC4? You'll have to remind me, what civs were those? I vaguely remember it. Vaguely. Wasn't that Oasis? No, Oasis was not a game at a LAN. That was like a qualifier game or maybe like a different Warlords event. I can't remember. But I did. That's the one where I banned Malice at. Yo, Juju, thank you for the 5 gifted, man. Thank you. Welcome in. We're in migration. Byzantines for Andy. Italians for Liereyy. Watch Andy go like just fast imp or something. Fast imp, fast fires. It was ACCM Italians and Yo Bohemians. I don't remember that. Water map for another long game? Maybe. Migration best water map? I like migration a lot. It's a lot different on 9 Vills than we saw with the Titans League version as well. Yo, Crash Bomb. Thank you for the 22, man. Salute. Where's our eye in the sky? We haven't seen Jasar today yet. Malicet gave us one of the best streams. The best part about that was that Malicet said there was absolutely no way Yo was winning that game. About an hour and a half before he eventually did. And we had the bet where he would get banned if Yo ended up winning. So there was like a slow turnaround, and you could see Malicet just slowly realizing that he was going to get banned. Like one step at a time. On migration, is the back of your base always against the edge of the map? Yeah, I think on this version, it's supposed to be scripted like that. There was, in the last Warlords, I believe, a version where you could be completely surrounded, and that was no good. No bueno. No good. All right, so Italians is like the consensus, one of the consensus meta picks here. Byzantines not far behind. A lot of times what you see with Byzantines to try and take advantage of the fire attack rate, they will make forward docks. So they'll go for a transport ship, bring the villagers over, try and make forward docks here. I don't think Andy's going to want to try that, especially with Liereyy being up first. And Italians can go up first because it's cheaper for them. Liereyy will probably play into galleys here. And Andy will probably just play fire galley defense. No, he's going for the transport. He might actually go for it. Gonna be a lot later than Andy, though. Or than Liereyy. Liereyy better here? Yeah, I think so. I think Lierey's better on migration. Was this Andy's? This is Andy's home map, though. So Andy definitely has something cooked up. He's definitely got an idea in his head. Let's see if it's the forward docks. Watch it be like barracks. Byzantines should be unbreakable. Last time I saw Byzantines on this map, they lost in like 25 minutes. Or less, actually. I've been away for 45 minutes. That Saracen Portuguese game really took so long. Yeah, it only ended like 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago. Maybe 5. There's the galleys. Liereyy should know that there's some stuff here. Like, that's where the galleys should go first, unless he plans on sniping the fish behind and then dealing with this. But he should know that there's forward dock stuff. I mean, Andy's score is pretty high. You can tell that he's already scouting this middle area kind of from that. Byzantines go for this strategy a lot. And Liereyy will be going towards Andy's base. Sending one this way to be annoying. And then one this way to scout. And then he sends this one back in the opposite direction. It's a good opening for Andy. Going to be really tough for Liereyy to do any damage with fire galleys protecting these fish. And harassing on this side with 2 docks. Dravidians are the best civ here? Probably, but they've been banned. Like, Malay are also really good here. I'm surprised that Andy is leaving with this fire galley. I'm really, really surprised. I hope he has another one back here. I am stunned that he is leaving this. Why would you leave with this? You're going to have fire galleys forward here anyway. He goes for another one. Okay. It should be out just on time. Scout finding the fire galley there. That won't really tell Liereyy that there's anything forward. He could have theoretically had enough time to bring a fire galley around. As Liereyy will find this transport ship. No more transporting for Andy. If Liereyy snipes this down. Just curious, how come no co-cast with Tristan? I don't think he asked me to. Yeah, didn't ask me to. Did you ask him? Nope. You won't ask? I do sometimes, yeah. He asks me sometimes. I don't know. Prefer the solo cast? Well, it's much better for my channel with the solo cast. More chat activity, more support, more viewers. If I cast with him, everyone just goes over there and then everyone becomes a TV watcher. I would stay here, bro. Oh. Aw. I do love casting with him though. So even if it's worse for the channel sometimes, I will co-cast with him because I do enjoy it quite a bit. All right. Food coming in from Andy. He clicks up and Liereyy is also on the way to Castle Age. So very competitive here. Andy's actually behind. 3 seconds behind Liereyy. And Liereyy has the galleys, which scale a lot better than these fires. You can see, like, only 1 kill so far in this game. And Andy already has villagers on the center. Provided he doesn't lose them. He needs to be really careful with these things. No loom. The only one making the duo cast better than the solo cast would be Nilly anyway. I disagree with that. Not the fact that Nilly is a great co-caster. The fact that it's not better with anyone but Nilly. No loom, no transport. That's right. If he loses those vills, he's cooked. Who is Hera? Better question. Why is Hera? Or in my case, where is Hera? It's a good pincer maneuver here from Liereyy. He's found the fish. He's isolated the fishing ships. Targeting, commencing. Fire galleys eliminated. And Castle Age is in now. For both. War galley on the way immediately. It's just Bodkin for Liereyy. Can't afford War galley yet. He's waiting. And galleys are still more maneuverable. Not having War galley here will be an issue for sure if War galley comes in on time. Liereyy has also transported over on this side. Don't think Andy saw that. And he doesn't have his scout looking around, but now it is. Does Liereyy have loom? He does not. One scout shouldn't be enough to clear that up. But Andy will find this. And he's the first one to a TC. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Liereyy. Could be problematic for sure. One villager dead already. Andy will pull this back. Does not have loom yet. And he's pulling the scout back into the fires, which Liereyy really wants to avoid. Great job from Andy to do that. Really solid job. Now Andy has the only scout on the middle. So he can snipe the monks potentially from Liereyy, or maybe even the villagers. Still with no loom. Liereyy, though, with the pushback. And they'll both go for TCs. Which side is better? I would kind of prefer Andy's position here. I mean, it's going to be hard to push either way. And Liereyy still has a safe stone, safe gold. But when we're looking at relics, 4 relics. Actually, 5 relics all on this side. Not a single one available for Liereyy over there. Loom is in for Andy. Needs to go for Horse Scholar. Because he doesn't really have the fish left over. He has 0 fish right now. Liereyy killing those. And Liereyy, a few farms of his own. And he makes a couple extra fishing ships as well. LOL relic gen. Well, I mean, on migration, does this relic gen really favor either player? Not really. Favors where they are now, but from their starting position, not really. How's the exploration? Andy's is really good. Lierey's is pretty good as well. He knows what he doesn't have up there. He knows he doesn't have any relics. That's a given. And he's just massing up his monks. He's not trying to look for relics or anything. More fish added from Andy. Lierey's done a stellar job defending against the Byzantine fires. He's going to force this demo out here before, or sorry, the fire out there before the demo joins the party. Might even kill the dock before the demo joins the party. Yeah, this demo is extremely late. Lierey's still no ballistics. Goes for Horse Collar as well. Not in the stable. Andy is on stone, but Liereyy is on stone with more and has more in the bank right now. Andy's grabbing his second relic, though. Castle positions are so important here. I love this outpost from Liereyy to get information on whether Andy's coming forward with a castle. Both civs have cheap imp. Byzantine's Imperial Age is cheaper, though. And fast fire Droman are huge upgrades for Byzantines. Like immediate things that you can get upon reaching Imperial Age. Also, the HP bonus goes up if you have a castle. Byzantines get a big power spike in early imp. Monks are now rolling forward from Liereyy. Ooh. He still has that spearman, though. Never mind. He's still got 4 monks, though. And Lierey's economy is still better. Sanctity on the way. He's definitely thinking about a castle. If he gets a castle here, that is beautiful. Like, if he could chop this and place a castle kind of on that hill, then suddenly, if you're Andy, you're looking at ejecting these relics and getting out of dodge. Pulling them back. Atonement is on the way from Andy. That could be huge. We saw, well, that did for him last game. Got him the early map position there in Castle Age. Both players coming around this side. You got to balance which sides you're sending your navy to, right? You don't want them to sneak up and kill those fish that you have made behind the scenes. So a lot of the times you'll just see players patrolling 5 or 6 ships on either side. Gives them some time to add more if they feel like they're losing. Liereyy is now going for a castle here. The scouts are here to kind of balance out Atonement a little bit. Spearmen are here to kill the scouts if they get converted. Liereyy will back up with that castle. He's going to wait. He's going to get Atonement himself. He really wants to delay, and he needs a castle here in his mind. However, waiting for Atonement, waiting for Light Cav is buying time for Andy to get enough stone for a castle of his own and to convert those Light Cav, which is truly unfortunate for Liereyy. Andy's going to have enough for a castle. Even if Liereyy puts a castle here, it's immediate counter castle. Devotion coming in for Liereyy. Needs to click up soon. Same with Andy. Need to be making our way to Imperial Age shortly. And also Liereyy, I mean, his fish being left completely exposed on this side. Andy will find those. Andy will pick those off for free. Bye-bye. Lierey's busy over here. It's a castle attempt from Andy. Liereyy, a little bit of miss micro with the Light Cav, even with Devotion. Not enough, guys, but he does convert a monk over here, and this is messy. Messy, messy, messy stuff. Very messy in the middle. Can't place that castle. Too many things on the foundation. Can't deny Andy's castle. So he'll go for a defensive one back here and advantage Andy in this center area. The Light Cav from Liereyy, he was obviously a little distracted. Didn't pick off the same monk. They went after different monks. Other monks were healing those behind. Andy was converting with his monks. Imperial Age is on the way now for Andy. Light Cav might get away with Devotion. Loses one. Still another relic available back here for Andy. Remember, he's got 4 as he takes out a monk. Good job, Liereyy. Imperial Age is on the way for Liereyy. It's going to be so tough to crack this if you're Liereyy. Byzantines, more HP on their castles. He's got the hill. They can go for a Droman right away. They can go for fast fire to force you to invest into Navy. And what is the solution from Liereyy? I don't know. Goes in archer ranges. Also feels like, I don't know, monk, bomber cannon, like skirm almost stops everything that Lierey's gonna try for. Plus the water pressure. And you have 4 relics bringing in gold. Make it 5 soon if he finds this. One thing I would love to see from Andy is like an outpost here, outpost here, outpost here. You just lock all of this stuff down, just in case. With Byzantine's town patrol, you'll be able to see everything and react accordingly. Liereyy could land behind and make condos. Yeah, I was thinking about that when I looked at Andy's base, but Lierey's food eco, not really in the place he needs to make military to hold here and also go for a landing. You're kind of distracting yourself at the same time. Regardless, I mean, Andy has played really well here. Atonement tech coming in at the perfect time, just like last game. Really caught Liereyy off guard, and Liereyy couldn't go for that castle like he wanted to. If Liereyy gets this castle, completely different game. Maybe bombard cannons to push Andy off the center part of the island. It's going to be tough, right? Andy can just go block printing and redemption. He already has block printing, just missing redemption. You convert the bombard cannons. That's such a good place for a Treb. Oh my god. That might be the best spot for a Treb I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my god. It's on the hill. It's walled in. It's protected from bombard cannons by this castle. Can galleons range it? Sure, but he's got the fire galleys. Or sorry, the fast fire ships here protecting. Droman's on the way for Andy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is going to get real ugly for Liereyy, and I think Liereyy needs to try and go for a landing, and I think that's exactly what he's going to try and do. He's making a dock here. He's going to attempt to hold here. He will attempt to clear up the eco from Andy back here with a landing. Dromans are brutal. Dromans are so brutal. Byzantine fast fires. Brutal. Castle will not survive here. Feels like it's only a matter of time here for Liereyy. And Andy sees the dock. Andy could go for a castle here to stall out all of this. Transport ship. Careening.
Fuck you all.
And look at this.
I get a charity tax break just for
A little secretive landing as Greek fire comes out. That's a tech I haven't seen in a long time. Even on like Northern Isles where someone has like 40 fast fires. You never see Greek fire. Give an additional half range to these, or +1 range, sorry. These fires. The landing is on here from Liereyy. He's going to kill a lot of villagers if Andy isn't careful. But Andy can push back this entire middle area. Lierey's eco, not looking great. Andy will just simply go for a castle. Lose a lot of vills, but Liereyy doesn't have ballistics again. So, never mind. He's not going to lose really anything. Treb transported? Yeah, the Treb is coming over. Dromans can counter this, and I like that. He's making another Droman here. And there's a landing over here from Liereyy. As the TC will go down to the fires. And the Treb will set up on this side. Andy? Kinda, you know, in a stressful position right here as Liereyy tries to pressure from multiple angles. Now going for a siege workshop, and Liereyy kind of has a foothold over here now. And Andy still hasn't taken him out over here, although the Dromans are putting in work. Liereyy trying to convert said Dromans. Come on. He's like, come on, baby. Give them to me. They can just turn around and shoot these at any point. Liereyy is still killing villas back here. Liereyy is still pressuring over here. Town center will die. Maybe. Andy waiting for redemption. As the monks die. Lierey's still pushing back on this side, and Andy losing a Treb now. It's a great pushback from Liereyy, honestly. The fact he's made things so messy for Andy when Andy had such a great position. Really, really solid stuff. Liereyy realized he couldn't hold that mainland area without a distraction, and that's what he's trying to do. It's still in favor of Andy right now. But Liereyy is trying his best. Treb goes down. Did manage to take out the 1 TC. Bombard cannon. Being raged by the Droman. That thing's gonna die. Oh, Liereyy tries to save it. Oh, he does. Redemption is in, though. And Liereyy will get these converted if he's not careful. Do you think the Dromans are broken a bit? I think Byzantines in general already have so many options, right? And are such a good civ. That for them, they might be a little bit... seem a little bit OP that you don't have to wait for chemistry. But the unit in and of itself, I don't think is broken. That's a good win for Andy, and Andy goes up 3-1. Liereyy is going to have to win 3 games in a row if he wants to come back into this. I don't know, man. I like... Liereyy did a pretty good job negating the early water pressure. He did a pretty good job getting to the middle here for the landing. But then he just couldn't get the map position he wanted against Byzantines. It feels like you got to commit there to the castle forward. Because if you don't get that castle forward, you're just in such a terrible spot. It feels like you can't pull back and wait for that long. You got to send like 10 more vills and just try for it. Andy is playing amazing, though. Needs to practice more often. I mean, and Liereyy went through 2 qualifying rounds, dude. I don't think it's not a practice thing. These games are not a practice thing. How do you practice the first game on Haboob? Like, tell me where the lack of practice is in these games, because I don't see it. I don't get that argument here for Liereyy. How do you practice against a fast castle Portuguese organ gun play on Haboob? How do you practice against FC Saracen market abuse boom on enclosed? Complete your walls game 1. Yeah. It's a good argument, but that's not a practice related thing. By playing frequently. I don't think that's a good argument. Especially against the strats he's playing against today. I think Andy has played really well. Look at Harry, puts in the work and the results speak for themselves. I think you guys are severely underestimating what Andy's done today with statements like that. I don't think it's fair to Andy. Andy is playing so well right now. I think Lierey's playing really well as well. Hexprox, thank you for the 18 months. Yeah, this isn't one of those days. Like, we've had those days with Liereyy before where we're sitting there and we're like, bro, like, what are you doing? You know, you got 4 minutes of idle TC time. By the time you click up to Castle Age, you're just focusing only on the mic. This isn't one of those days, dude. Like, Lierey's playing well. He's playing well today. Andy is just playing better so far.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so
All right.
sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Thank you,
29.
Sahingmo, for the 22 months, dude. Thank you. Nomad. Oh, no, dude. Malians for Liereyy. Koreans for Andy. But look at this. Liereyy has the stone, and Andy's got the gold. It feels like with these civilizations, we should do reverse of that. Right? Like the Koreans should get the stone, and the Malians should get the gold. Liereyy also seeing a gold up here. I would not hate it if he were to keep all 3 of these villagers. It is 9 start Nomad, so Liereyy has found where Andy is. And Andy is seeing this stuff from Liereyy. Liereyy needs to bring this in, dude. That's a throw, not bringing this board. Okay, good. Let's see if Andy can stall it out with the Vill. Nice. Good job from Liereyy to bring that in. And he'll go complete this house, presumably, at some point. Let's hope he remembers. I would love to see Liereyy keep these 3 vills in this area somehow. Maybe take the hunt and then switch back onto the fish to keep dropping the food. As Andy now taking that boar. And then go out to this gold, potentially. Because Finding the golds here are going to be an issue. Liereyy, not seeing that boar, not taking that in is going to hurt him. Andy has plenty of boars to potentially take. He's got one right here. He's got more up at the top, and he's got one over here, but Liereyy actually might find that. Lierey's TC spot is a bit rough. Yes. Yes, it is. All right. Liereyy will see this boar being taken in. Unless Andy takes it around the other side, which he is. Smart. Smart. Clever boy. Taking that boar around the other side, and Liereyy is just going to miss that. Beautiful job. Lierey's still looking for boars. Looking for food. Going for a lumber camp over here. What? And now Andy is getting loom. Liereyy still doesn't have loom. He really needs this building for his second Dark Age building. And Liereyy will be able to get the lumber camp, and now he needs to retreat. Still taking food from this boar that he brought in earlier. Still has the deer. Has the 2 villagers taking in fish. He has more res collected overall. And he's getting loom now, and he should be clicking up to feudal age shortly. Andy just very cozily walls off that lumber camp. That is a question mark for me. Like, what are we thinking with that? Why put it there? Because he thought, he didn't see this. Oh my God, guys. Classic. He didn't see this wood line. That explains it. He was thinking, all right, if I get towered here, I'm going to need another wood line. He didn't see this. 2 tiles over here, 2 tiles over here, 2 tiles over here. No, 3. Right up along the edge. He did not see the wood line. That is incredible. And now he's sending the villagers back over this way. He's kept the vills over here, and he's going to go for this gold. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. He can sneak through there with the way these shorelines work and kill this villager. He does know about the dock here, so that should be his first objective. And he's also going for an outpost so he can track his opponent and see if he's coming over to try and tower this. Another outpost here could be huge. So many boars for Andy. I think that's the 3rd boar for Andy. It's only been 1 for Liereyy so far. Barracks. Liereyy can see that. I don't know why Andy is making that within range of the lumber camp, but I guess he's going to know sooner rather than later. Tower rush if you have stone versus gold. Yep. Could be good. Tower right here maybe to cut off the gold. Don't want to make it within range of that TC. That is okay. He can still take gold here, though, until you get fletching. The villager now running around from Liereyy. Vision should be pretty good from Andy. Korean villagers have a lot of line of sight. So he knows where a lot of the resources are. Still can't see this, though. And that fire is going to sneak in here and potentially kill that vill. I don't know if you go after the fishing ships first or the vill. Probably the vill. She could cause problems. Andy. Trying to kill the villager from Liereyy. Liereyy. Towering off this gold. But like I said, you can still range it. Or you can still take it. Out of range. And there's the archer range. From Andy. Town watch coming in from Liereyy. It's a great technology. He's still on stone. Could go for another counter tower over here somewhere. To secure the wood line. Feels like right there could be a good option. Sending more villagers around. He's going for a tower on his gold. Okay. Makes sense. And he's pressuring over here. He's gone for another dock. Over there to the west. Villager will come in to try and attack the tower. Liereyy walling around this vill. Andy trying to get out. And he does. Sends more villagers, but Liereyy already has the walls. And Liereyy is attacking that vill and trying to get rid of her. And trying to re-wall behind here. More villagers coming. from Andy. He's got the skirmishers as well. Liereyy is trying to save this tower. Skirms will have to fall away from that. But on the other side, we have a tower to cut off the wood line, and Liereyy has finally noticed this wood, and he's thinking to himself, God damn it, why couldn't I just find this earlier? Nice block from Liereyy on the villager. Takes her out. Still has access to the gold. 4 fishing ships still for both, but I think Andy is on the run with his. Yeah, Andy is sailing away. Liereyy with almost a minute of idle TC time. And Andy comes forward to push this tower from Liereyy. Liereyy might want to go for a counter tower here and then send a villager to repair this. The skirmishers are here. And he sends a weak one. No, I know he's distracted. It's tough, man. He's really distracted. Andy sends more villagers. Andy is all inning on this. Liereyy, it feels like he needs to hold this position. Needs to get this tower up. Needs to keep this tower up. Garrison inside of this. Keep them both alive if possible. Maybe bait him back into the TC. All the economy from both players is all in on this. Liereyy is running out of stone. He still has some villagers here on stone to keep himself repairing, but he loses the first tower. As Andy continues pressuring in, Andy will lose some villagers. Andy, 2 minutes of idle TC time. Now, as his fishing ships aren't working and Lierey's are from behind, it is an absolute mess underneath this tower. Liereyy trying to save that villager. Andy trying to snipe one. He gets another one. Another villager dead from Andy. Liereyy has killed 6. Andy has killed 4. And Andy will lose another one. Completely surrounded. Shanked from all directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 villager bodies I can see. 8 from Andy. And another one dies. It is all in here from the Austrian. And I don't have to be specific because it's all in from both. Austria is up in arms right now. Unbelievable. Andy will retreat. Liereyy just needs to calm things down a little bit. Just calm it down a little bit. Andy will try and go for a tower here. He actually made a stone gate, and he's actually fishing over here. It's very clever. Resources collected still significantly ahead for Liereyy. Does not have enough stone for another counter tower if he wanted to go for one. And he can see this because he has Town Watch. So he sends a bunch of villagers over this way. The skirmishers have helped. They've gotten 1 kill and dealt 162 damage. And Liereyy will go for a tower to help defend. Korean towers have no advantages in Feudal Age other than the increased stone mining. The skirmishers are really distracting. Really, really distracting. And these villagers will need to hide now as Liereyy needs to start saving his own vills. He takes out another villager from Andy. He's going to take out another villager from Andy. But he loses one himself. This is ridiculous. This whole set has been ridiculous, dude. And we still have Catra to come. Oh, man. 17 wait a sec. Hang on a second. We literally have half the amount of villagers here from Andy. 5 minutes of idle TC time. Surely he's going to be okay. Not if Andy wins. I hate to break it to you, brother, but I'm not sure Andy can win anything from this position. He's trying to... He's very clearly trying to just cut off the resources here from Liereyy and hoping for the best. It's his only chance right now. Liereyy has 700 gold in the bank. A market is probably necessary, but he doesn't have the wood for it because he's cut off the wood over here. And he's cut off the wood over here. And now he spent his wood on something. I'm not sure what. A mill. He didn't even have a mill. Oh, God. Oh, 1 galley here would be huge to maybe help out these skirms that may or may not deny the tower. As Liereyy loses another villager, and he's going to lose another one if he's not careful. And now he goes for stone walls because Andy is sending the vills again. An absolute barn burner of a series here, folks. And we're only on game 5. And I think we're going to get a game 6. This is a brouhaha. That's what we would say in Canada. Is that not going to go up? Brother man. Liereyy. Figure it out. No, he died. Skirmisher's going down. Andy can't get close enough to that. Andy walls off the villagers here, though, with stone walls. Liereyy has no wood income. He has no market. He needs to collect wood so he can get a market up. And right now, he has no way to use this 1,000 gold in the bank. And finally, a secure place to get wood over here as Andy lures in another boar. Feels like some archers from Andy could have made the difference. I mean, Andy has 800 gold too. Race to the market begins. It's so stupid. High level Age of Empires, folks. It's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. And we absolutely love it. We absolutely love it. Liereyy has this pretty firmly. I mean, true. But it doesn't stop Andy from giving him, like, severe migraines. Another tower. And a market. Does Andy have a market? He's going to be looking at this. He's going to be like, oh, good idea. Nice boar lure from him, by the way. Out of context, Age of Empires.
2ZKA.
Next tweet from them. This is art. It really is, yeah. We call this one Spectacle of a Shirtless Man. A portrait of our time. He's trying to break down the walls that society has erected around him. That's right, I said erected. Don't get weird. Castle Age on the way. Hey! Andy's gonna click up. I don't think anyone thought we'd be in this situation where Andy clicks up to the next stage. But he doesn't have any stone. Oh no. That's a castle drop if I've ever seen one. This man is looking extremely castle droppable. Extremely. And Andy now sends 13 villagers to stone, so he's thinking along the same lines. Unfortunately, Lierey's going to be able to afford like 2 of them. Liereyy needs to send all the vills for this. All of them. Andy should have actually put a tower right here, because there'll be automatic guard towers. And there's no way he's got enough stone for a castle when he gets to Castle Age. Unless he might be able to sell the wood, sell the food. Prices are good. Buy the stone. Maybe. He won't have enough vills, though. Archers in the tower here. Those could be a threat. Meanwhile, Liereyy just expanding his fish eco. Good job. Still hunting down the fish from Andy, finally. The man's still working away. He works diligently, night and day, to break down the walls that society has made around him. Archers are here. We need the castle somewhere, Liereyy. And he tries for a castle here. The tower to protect. Andy now has potential of making a castle right here on Liereyy. If he should want it. If he should wish for it. And he does wish for it. The Mangonel is coming out here from Liereyy, but he's housed. He's housed. What's the timing on this mangonel look like? 1 stone needed for a castle. The mangonel is now producing. The castle is trying to go up here. Genoese Expo, or not Genoese, sorry, that's the last game. Gabetto can come out. To try and deny this. And this might get a little bit, ugly here. He's not going to be able to deny it. Maybe. Gabetto. Weak Vills on that side. The mangonel comes out. The mangonel comes out. Gabetto are being attacked by the TC. Andy now ejecting. And injecting his TC, and it can't be denied. So Liereyy is still stuck in the corner. But he does have villagers over here. I think next priority should be a TC on the outside. TC somewhere else than this. And maybe even run some Vills. Like, I feel like you can run 20 Vills this way. And be safe. And just escape. The only way that Andy wins this game is if he traps you in a corner. Gabetto going down. Transport. Ooh. Ooh. Operation Come Sail Away. Lierey's on the move. Liereyy is on the move. Just kill the Vil. His name is Bill. He's going to cause problems. He's definitely going to cause problems if you leave him alive. This is Andy we're talking about. Armor coming in for the Gabetto. These Gabetto are going to be such a problem. Andy realizes that. He'll go for a tower here. Gabetto come out. I don't think Andy can deal with this. Lierey's like, oh. Hello there. Kills the skirms. Can just sit under this tower with his Gabetto. Doesn't have to care about it. Dude, you can just sit there. He doesn't. And Andy will sneak away with another TC. I don't think Lierey's going to notice this pig being taken. Nice job from Andy to spread out. 35 villagers for him. 46 here for Liereyy. 5K more resources collected. 5K in favor of Liereyy. And he's about to cut off this wood line. Andy needs to get back on stone, but it's very dangerous out there, even with that tower. And Liereyy goes for another TC. Beautiful. Oh, these war wagons can't kill the Gabetto. No. No. Just can't. They're gonna get nuked, dude. They're gonna get nuked. What to do against a giant wagon chariot bolt thrower? Throw a hatchet at it. Hua! Ha-cha-cha! Sorry for the sound effects. Yo! Shadowfax, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. I'm having one of the best streams in a long time. This has been incredible. This set. Neither one is giving up either, guys. Like, this feels like an ACCM set. Like, neither one wants to give up any of these games for free. $37 villagers versus 44, but 19. I repeat, 19 fishing vessels from Liereyy. Tard's coming out here from Andy. Did he... Bro! Silhouette outline of a man trapped by society. The man has escaped. He is alive. He's free. Surely there's a lesson there. This man is a problem. Surely there's a lesson. Well, I was about to say, Liereyy still doesn't see this TC from Andy. Great minds think alike. That is indeed a great town center spot. That is indeed a good spot for a TC. And that's going to be a castle right here. As soon as he notices that. You can just buy 200 stone. And, or maybe he wants to go up first. I don't know. Feels extremely castleable. Gebetto's still working away. Yeah, he's going to go up first. And then he can think about buying stone. Well, he knows it's there. Where did that man go? Did he come back? I think that's him. I think he came back. Yeah, he's dealt 1,400 damage. That's him. We'll keep an eye on him. He is now a lumberjack. He's found himself a new vocation. Where's Bill? We've got Bill. We've highlighted Bill. Bill is on our main stream. 29 fishing ships for Liereyy. A very casual 9,000 more resources collected. Extremely casually. 1 on food for Andy is nice. And a castle here to protect the gold. Would love to see the Gebetto come back over here. Don't think Andy can deny this. It's going to be tough with Gebetto up against war wagons on the hill. With ballistics now. And Andy might be able to deny this. Ballistics, war wagons on the hill, another one coming. That castle gets denied, folks. Lierey's still losing villagers against this tower, too. Tower's killed 4 vills. Right now, it's the fish. The fish are just insane. And Liereyy will go for another TC here, spreading everywhere. Would have loved to see a castle up here to pressure this TC. It's the only other eco that Andy really has. But I mean, once Liereyy gets to him, Trebs are going to be a big factor. Does he have a university? I wonder. He's making it here. Okay. Imperial Age is in. Andy still has 11 war wagons, and he has denied a castle. And he's going for a ram. A ram. More Gebetto. Coming in here from Liereyy. Splits around the war wagons. Still sniping, but losing Gebetto in the process. He's dancing. Dude, these guys have just given us a show today. Full respect to Andy and Liereyy for this set. If the rest of Warlords is like this, I'm not going to have a voice to use. I'm not going to have any more excitement to give Age of Empires. I mean, this has been insane. Absolutely insane. So glad you could be here with me. Shout out to both of them. Andy still keeps going, but I think it's time. It's time to say goodbye. Can't save the castle. Can't deny that castle. Can't do anything. He'll give it another go with the petards, but look at the mini-map here. Look at Andy's point of view, right? Andy's point of view. Okay, don't be alarmed when we switch to Lierey's point of view. Yikes. NASA, Elon Musk, POV. Oh no, petards. Anyway. The castle has fallen. The castle has fallen. Andy is now housed at 55 pop. Liereyy is at 120. Liereyy is an age ahead of him. The only thing Andy has are these war wagons. He doesn't know quite the extent of Lierey's eco, but he gave it a good run. GG coming in. Liereyy gets his second win. It is only 3-2. We are 3.5 hours into this best of 7. $11K ahead in res collected. But I mean, there was a moment there where Andy was so far behind, but Liereyy had 1k gold in the bank and 0 on wood and 0 wood in the bank. Like, if Andy had held on to some of these tower positions, there could have been a world where Liereyy had to sacrifice 10, 15 villagers just to get enough wood to place a lumber camp somewhere else, even with Malians. Kind of insane. Are Hera versus Vilessa playing yet? No, they play after this. Hera's just been sitting here watching this whole time, twiddling his thumbs. You casting the next set? I don't think I can, bro. I gotta go for dinner tonight. I thought, like, we'd be out of this set already. With the way this one is going, like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to cast that one, bro. Bro, cast it? I don't know if I can, dude. You'll have to rely on Mr. Mustachio. You're gonna be playing anyway. What was it that Hera said, though? Oh, no, that was for Capture Age. He had a meme yesterday where it was like, watching your defeats to learn, no good. Watching your wins to revel in your victory is the way to go. On the very occasional times that I have a tournament game. Oh, we didn't mark that down as a win. Yeah. And someone's like casting it. I will only go back and watch my wins. Can't watch the losses, dude. Can't do it. And I imagine it's the same way with pros going back to watch casters cast. You have to fast forward the game losses as well. Well, it's frustrating, right? Because, like, you'll be sitting there, and obviously you have a ton of experience with this, and someone will be saying, like, oh, he needs to do this, and you're like, you weren't there, man. You don't know what I was going through. It's fair. I think that's a fair reaction. Like, you didn't see this dumb villager on the wood line bumping up against everything, and I couldn't get the quick wall down, which then cost me 4 villagers, which then cost me my army because I wasn't looking at that. You weren't there. You don't know me. That's literally just how people who want to cast their team always send in victories instead of losses. Yeah. All right. So let me get the colors all sorted here. Holy, what a set. It's a Catra. Liereyy wants to get it over with. If he wins, he wins. If he loses, well, that's the set. And Lierey's playing Lithuanians. Andy is playing Bohemians. I honestly think Catra on 9 vills a lot less aggressive than Catra with 3. You're still going to attempt to lame a little bit. But why would you get involved in the extended villager wars to, like, try and kill 1 vill when your opponent has 8 others to start the game off with? Doesn't really make that much sense. Also, generally a little bit more room between the players on this version of Catra, and especially on the way it's generated here. We see like 3 full screens in between them. Lierey's got a good map though. If he walls off here and you see Andy coming forward with the villager trying to lame, he's gone to the wrong side. If he walls off here in front of the berries, here, and then here in front of the gold, or maybe a tower to protect this gold, he's got all the resources he needs. So little fish. Yeah, this is the version with the water accessible. And we had this in the previous Warlords, as Liereyy takes a lot of good HP off that scout from Andy. Andy will find the deer, though, and start laming them. They're box turtles. They're not deep fish. So we've seen people in the previous Warlords try and come out and fish this. It's not worth it. You end up losing on land because you're investing too much on water. Gamba, please. Sci-Fly, I'm trusting you. The one time I need you to do mod work. We need Gamba, apparently. You You trust me in Gamba? Or no, you're done. Can you even make Gamba? You can't participate in the Gamba. Can you even make Gamba happen on the stream, Sci-Fly? I can make them, just not bet. Okay. Woo! What does Liereyy see to be coming in over here? He didn't see the gazelle. Okay, now he does. Loom is in from Liereyy. Should be fine to snipe a few of these and run away. Ooh, he missed. And he's heading back. Does lose the villager. But he's on the way up to feudal age significantly faster. And his scout has more HP. And Liereyy is trying to push this back in the other direction. Trying to be as annoying as possible to Andy. Andy is up now. Lithuanians.
Enjoy dinner.
A great
Gamba.
Catra Civ. Mom and a leash. Oh my god, dude. Thank for the $69, bro. Nice. Canadian dollars, of course. Gamba is up now. Just as Liereyy reaches feudal age. You should have a good feel for the way this game is going to go by now. I think the early pressure from Liereyy is going to be really tough for Andy to deal with, but obviously Andy's going to have a little bit of a better eco, having not lost that villager.
Your mom last night. She sounded like my great aunt when I pulled
Buy
her
town
eyes
thing for the
in.
31.
She was like, "Oh."
So $5 then? No, it's like $50 US, something like that. 55, something like that. I don't know. How was Catra the most ordinary game of today? That is a fantastic question. I guess the migration game was a little ordinary. And the Kawasan game. Still, there hasn't been a bad one this set. There's been a quick one, the Haboob game. But it wasn't bad. It was a very unique strategy. And here come the skirmishers and the spearmen from Liereyy. Another skirm joining the party. Spearman not there to protect, but that is a very weak scout. And Lierey's just constantly chasing that around. Andy really doesn't want to lose this scout. Really doesn't want to lose this. Liereyy wants to chase this down. He wants to hunt it down. Andy saves it. Why Bohemians on Catra? If you get into a castle, super powerful. Hussite wagons, really, really powerful here. You have the mining bonuses on the gold and the stone. You have a great monk tech tree. And all of that synergizes very, very well on this map. So it hurts a little bit early compared to the Lithuanians that get the extra 100 food. And get the bonus speed on their skirms and spears. But if you get to Castle Age, can be pretty good. Yo, Gorthar the Cool. Thank you for the gifted sub. I don't know why I said your name like that. You just sound like a modern bad guy gang member in a B-rated sci-fi film. Gorthar the Cool. Thank you, Janosh. Villagers coming forward for a tower. We only have one gold to take here from Andy. The market is not yet up. And the market is his crutch. He's sending villagers this way. Liereyy can't wall this off, but he does have the skirm. So Andy... I mean, Andy wants to contest this, sure. But he's going to need an army to back him up. And there is the army. It's the skirmishers that were hidden in the range. Andy hiding that from Liereyy. Forcing him into an aggressive play like this. The scout gets microed away at the last second from Liereyy, but then comes back in. That scout would have been so useful. Oh no, dude. Tower working away here from Liereyy on the skirms. Andy's still sniping down the skirmishers from Liereyy, and Liereyy just not getting the kills he needs, but excellent angles here. Dodging all these skirmisher shots. Excellent angles taken from Liereyy. Oh my goodness. That was a really good opening there to a really sticky situation that Andy had him in. Now idle TC time from Andy, so that negates the villager that Liereyy lost before, but a good defense here. And he finally makes his way out onto the gold. Liereyy going out to gold as well. Does not have a mining camp yet. Still on the berries as well. Andy's taking those two. Theoretically, Lithuanians should win in a skirm war against Bohemians. Fletching is not in for Liereyy, though. He doesn't have a blacksmith. So, he's going to want to try and get close to these and run away with his speed and pick these off as much as he can. But it's going to be tough without fletching. And at this point, do you even get fletching? You're going to want that second feudal age building. It's probably going to be a blacksmith. But the resources, the way they're looking right now, kind of looks like you want to get up to castle age, right? Liereyy really utilizing the additional speed from the Lithuanians here. He's fighting with no fletching versus fletching, and he's kind of like winning these engagements. Great micro from him. Fantastic. Just really great from Liereyy. Honestly, good job from Andy to keep those skirms hidden in the range. That's what forced Liereyy forward. Didn't see an army. So he went for that tower to try and lock things down. Andy is now the first player to the market, unsurprisingly. Sells 100 stone. As Liereyy now adds a market. Skirmishers still just vying for map control. Liereyy with some fantastic micro here. With these skirms. And now he has the hill. No fletching versus fletching. Splits around that. And Andy is simply buying himself time. These armies will matter, though. Suddenly, if Andy doesn't have skirms, you know, he gets harassed a little bit on the gold. His castle position probably forced back a little bit. The stone is harassed. Maybe his initial monks are sniped down by the skirms. Can be really, really solid for him. Liereyy on the way up first. Liereyy is up first. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That was not the sexiest micro we've ever seen. Skirm versus skirm. But just the angles he was taking there were ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And these come forward now. And they'll go right to the stone. Liereyy, still no fletching. But this will be annoying. This will be very annoying. And he wants that stone coming in super quickly, and having villagers idled constantly and maybe even losing a couple is not it. No blacksmith for Liereyy. He's on stone as well. Still harassing. And he will need to buy stone. And he's doing it already. He wants to get that castle up. And then he's going to have to commit to a castle in a good position. Is it going to be here? You probably want it here. I don't know if you can. You don't know when Lierey's going to be up. Well, actually you will know because Liereyy will get up first. But you have a ton of weak villagers. Liereyy has skirms all over the place. Lierey's sending villagers forward now for a castle, which he can buy. They're both buying stones so they can see the prices and know the cost is going up. And if Liereyy gets a castle here, oh boy, here we go. Castle attempt from Liereyy. Castle attempt from Andy. Liereyy is quicker. Liereyy is faster to the castle age. And he's going to take advantage of it. Andy has more villagers, though. The castle already at 13%. Andy trying to get off the foundation. Liereyy steps on top, and Andy will have to go for the castle down the hill here. He's sending more villagers. I'd love to see Liereyy sending more villas. He's not. He's just harassing with his skirms. Liereyy might have thrown by not sending enough villas. He's sending more villagers. She's moonwalking towards the castle. Skirmishers are working away. Villagers are weak, but still no fletching for the skirms. Both castles are going to go up here. Which position do you favor? I kind of favor Lierey's position because he still has these skirms that he can sit under the castle. He's got the castle forward, denying the resources from Andy. And he's got petards coming out. However, Maybe Andy can add in a ram behind. He already has the siege workshop. Liereyy will go for this, and Liereyy is losing bills here. One thing I would love to see from Liereyy is like a wall in front of this castle to deny the petards. You can see his body blocking with the vills. Which way did they come out? It's also a body block here from Andy, and the petards just come out on the other side of these vills. Villagers blocking. They're trying to take care of this ram. They're dying to the castle now. A wall here from Andy. A ram coming out from Liereyy. Petard trying to take out the ram. Villagers trying to take out the ram now. Another ram on the way from Andy. This could be it. Whoever wins this castle war could win the game. Probably will win the game. And the petard takes that out. Now the villagers are repairing the ram from Liereyy this time around. Petard is coming out from Andy. Lierey's at 37 vills. Andy is at 41. Liereyy is losing more villagers. Liereyy, you can't be losing vills like this. Liereyy, you're losing villagers. Liereyy! Oh no! Liereyy losing everything. He's still got vills behind. Andy is repairing. He's going to run out of stone. Liereyy is buying more vills for more petards. The ram is still working away. He needs to attack the vills. He's trying to attack the castle. He figures if he kills the castle, he wins the game. And now he's attacking the vills. And it's honestly Andy's turn to lose some villagers as Liereyy starts to repair once again. Needs to get inside the castle with these vills, though. He's losing so many. 28, 33 vills for Andy now. I can't believe what I'm witnessing. It's going to be Liereyy taking down the castle from Andy. Liereyy full committed. He takes the castle. No more petards. Villagers hopping inside, and Andy is in full retreat with 29 villagers. That is one of the craziest castle contests I've ever seen. Liereyy realizing that even if he loses 15 vills, as long as his castle is up, he wins this game. He wins this game. Crazy game sense from him. The market will go down. The archery range will go down. Andy will go down. And we are going to head to a game 7 most likely. Unbelievable. I say for the 1000th time in this set. Oh my god. This is one for the ages. It is. Oh, Andy's going to hate losing this. Oh, Andy's going to hate losing that. 29 vills and that's it. It's over. Cedrius, thank you for the 5 gifted. We're going to game 7, baby. Let's go. Game 7. Woo! Sheesh. Unreal. Unreal. I'm in shambles. You've been losing bets. Damn. It all opened up with that tower attempt there. Andy with some good defense with the skirms. And then Liereyy with the fantastic micro to take map control. That was a very even skirmisher army. One player with fletching, the other with the extra speed from the Lithuanians. And Liereyy full cleared it. And then he harassed the villagers here. And he still had the skirms to harass the villagers while they were building that castle. Crazy. Yo, Mom and Elish with another 10 gifted. So much, man. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at how even it is across the board. KD, resources collected. Castle time.
Sheesh.
Mohammed Elish, thank you for another gifted. Unreal. Game 7 arena. Lierey's going to be thinking, all right, this is my home map. This is fine. Andy's going to be thinking, okay. I'm down with game 7 arena. That's fine by me. Burgundians versus Turks. They both have good civs. Burgundians versus Turks. Is Andy one of the clowns? He's clown adjacent. He is clown adjacent. Britons counter Burgundians. Okay. I'm not certain about that, but okay. Is this the first Warlord set? It is the first. Yeah, we've been going for 4 hours. It's been a journey. And thank you, everyone, for joining me on said journey. Does Andy go Incas? No, it's Burgundian Turks. I know it for a fact because I saw the civs. Game 7. Welcome in here on this wonderful Saturday afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you. Sunday, sorry. Losing track, you know. Game 7 arena. Andy playing Burgundians. Liereyy playing Turks. We're looking at the relic generation. It looks fair. That's immediately what we look at. Resource generation. It's a little bit worse for Liereyy having that gold forward, but he is the Turks. Andy has a good map. Gold's pretty safe location. Stone, pretty safe location. They seem disgustingly close together. Well, maybe they talk sometimes. I don't know. Who am I to judge how close they are? They both live in Austria. Do you think about that? Imagine if there hadn't been a hole in that first map. I think there's a chance that Andy still wins that. It's obviously a tougher game. There's no hole.
Shut the fuck up or I'll take it to Twitter.
Geraldo, thank you for the 11 months, man. The support has been insane today. Thank you so much. It has been a wild ride through this first set. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves as much as I have. Lots of viewers on the Age of Empires 2 category right now. What do we have here? Probably a lot, right? 14K almost? Pog? Atomic Sausage! Thank you for the 20 gifted. Oh my god. Hype Train V2. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. 4 coming in. Liereyy. In a game 7. A game 7 he dragged himself back into with some very determined wins. I mean, I'm looking at that little dot for game 3. That was an incredible win. And that was so un-Liereyy-like to just will himself back into a game. But he knew if he lost that, it would be a really tough set to come back into. And I mean, he did end up losing the next migration game, right? So the effort pays off. Andy, meanwhile, playing probably the best Age of Empires I've seen him play. Obviously, he's more of a map specialist in many ways, right? But clearly put in the practice for this one and some very unique openings. We'll see what he goes for here on Arena with Burgundians. I don't think you can be too creative here. I think it's just you get your eco upgrades early, you try and expand, you try and grab these relics, take advantage. With the Turks, it's more of a question of if you're not Vinchester, do you go for the light cab monk contest or do you go for Janissaries? Or you could go for fast imp if you really felt like it. If you're Vinchester, how long until you drop a tower? That's the Vinchester effect right there. But I don't think with Turks anyone else is really going for that. Vinch would be towering. Oh, Vinch would have already had the tower. Yeah. PLH on the way for both. It's a fast castle for both. barracks here for Liereyy. Andy is going for a Hera-style full 6 TC boom into Flemish Revolution, mark my words. I haven't seen that tech since NAC, since they nuked it. I just haven't seen it. Even in ranked games, I haven't seen it at all. Even in community games. What happened? What did they do to it? They just made it so it's like a scalable cost rather than a fixed cost. So it scales depending on how many villagers you have. But it's more expensive, basically. Has Hera broke the tech? I mean, Liereyy got it first, did he not? On Hippo Arena at NAC 4. They also did some unit changes there for the Flemish militia. Make them a little bit less strong. Loom is coming in for it. Is this a scouts to support forward castle drop from Liereyy? It kind of feels like it. He's sending a lot of villagers to stone. He got Loom as well, and he's got the stable. So he might be able to make a couple scouts. Here, if he unqueues that villager, they'll be automatically upgraded to light cav, which then allows him to support his villagers coming forward to make that castle. And once you have the light cav on the field and the castle up here, you're not only applying pressure to your opponent, there's no resources really to take it out, but you're also kind of denying them going out for those relics. Let's see. He did unqueue that villager, and he queues up more scouts. 36 against 36. Liereyy really wants to kill this scout. There's more scouts on the way here from Andy. Light cav upgrade coming in instantly is going to be huge, and Liereyy gets the HP advantage, so Andy needs to leave. And Liereyy is fine with all of these units being over here. The spearmen chasing him, the scouts chasing him. He's fine with this. It distracts from the fact that his villagers will be coming forward. Liereyy bought stone. If Andy takes a glance at his market, he's going to see that. I don't think he's going to look right now, though. Oh, that's annoying. Very annoying. Pulls the spearman right out of the spot that he wants it to be in. The spot that Liereyy doesn't want it to be in. And the villagers come forward. And they keep marching. The eco will be better for Andy. What does Liereyy see here in terms of places to drop a castle? Here seems really solid, right? Gold, stones. Hasn't spot the villagers yet. Castle should be coming up shortly. A very tense game 7. Thank you, Maddie, for the 10 months. We're going to turn off the alerts just for the rest of this game. We need to treat this game 7 with the gravity that it deserves. Liereyy, no eco upgrade. I don't know how you expect him to have eco upgrades, bro. He went fast castle into scout production and a forward castle drop. It's a wonder he can afford any of this. The build was insane. Second TC here for Andy. Villagers can get back on gold. Monks can start grabbing the relics. What is the response from Andy? He's not really using his mobility with the light cav very well yet. Liereyy is on the way over, but Andy is already snagging this relic and bringing it back. Will the light cav get here in time? No. It was the wrong way. So that's one relic, at least, for Andy. One already from Liereyy. Turks on this map. ... Many people would say the same thing about Burgundians. Andy should bring this back and make another monastery, maybe. It's going to be tough. No upgrades. Liereyy missing practice is really showing. Brother, you're certainly trolling. You have to be. You have to be trolling right now. Or you're not watching the game. This build is so tight. So tight. It's tough to get the upgrades. Also, he has a 5 on wood. I don't think this upgrade is really going to get the efficiency that you're looking for at the moment. Do you think the wood upgrade with 5 on wood is really going to make the difference here? The only upgrade he needs is the market. That's it. Buy it all. Relics are so unfair for Andy, too. No, we looked at the relics at the beginning. They were completely fair. We examined the relics at the beginning. They were 50-50. They're unfair now that the castle is forward. Yeah, I know, Hera. I know. I was thinking the same thing, bro. Completely unfair. He spawned with a castle. He has light cav in the way. Andy's trying to get up. Liereyy needs to stall out on the Janissary production. Click up to Imp. It's going to be tough for him. He's trying to avoid losing these Janissaries to conversions. He loses one. It's a Siege Workshop, and it's a Ram. Okay, so Andy's going to try and go up to defend himself with a castle. Lierey's going to try and go for Rams, Janissaries in the Rams, and a push. Resources collected, 1k ahead for Andy. Unsurprising. Devotion now in from Liereyy. Still no wood upgrade. 9 on wood now. Whoa, Black Betty. Ram-a-lamb. He wants the relic. Now, if you're Andy, do you eject this relic to try and save it? Because you don't know if it's going out on his side or not. Like, you don't know where this relic's at. The front door is here, but there may be like a fire escape, or maybe someone chucks it through the stained glass windows there. As the light cav come in, the monks are still targeting. Janissaries are now sniping the light cav, and the monastery is being repaired. 1,100 gold in the bank for Liereyy. Can he do it with the pressure? The eco is so much better for Andy here. Another Janissary gets converted. Now the light cav, though, in a good position. Devotion is in, remember. And Devotion is going crazy. Liereyy buying food like a madman. And he's going to click up first. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Forced a mangonel out from Andy. Killing villagers from Andy. And he's on the way up. And Andy's not yet. And the food price. I mean, Andy needs to stop queuing vills at this point, right? The food price is 159. Andy needs to unqueue these vills and go up. There it is. Imperial Age on the way. No chemistry needed for Liereyy. He gets it automatically so he can make bombard cannons right away. He will have the advantage with the trebs, but the wood eco for him is not great. Tries to snipe a monk. Gets it. Takes a little bit of damage from that. Snipes another monk. Monk numbers for Andy looking pretty low. Can't really get this gold. Does still have plenty of gold here, though. Not really any economy to speak of here for Liereyy to think about like a tech switch or anything, right? He's still got some light cap, which is great. They will be automatically updated to Hussars, which means the pushback from Andy is going to be extremely slow on this side. Because he can't go anywhere with his monks. without them being sniped down. Good job from Liereyy to try and switch it up over here, too. Kind of difficult with Janissaries now not outranging Mangonels anymore. What if Flemish Revolution to destroy the forward? I don't think Flemish Revolution even gets past the castle. That thing stops here. Against Janissaries in a castle and villagers to repair. Like, that thing stops here. Double bit would be nice now. We've come too far. We've simply come too far. Bomber cannon Treb. 20 seconds away is Andy. Oh man, this is tense. Oh, this is tense, guys. This is tense. He gets the armor for his hussars. Still attacking the monastery. An outpost here is huge. This is what I love about Liereyy playing Arena. I remember one game, I think it was Grand Melee, may have been one of the best Arena games I've ever seen. As the relic gets ejected on this side. He walled in his opponent fully. Block printing's still not in. Monks are being pulled wildly out of position. Bombard cannon working away on the castle. Some Castilier in the queue here. And the monks are pushing in. And they do have block printing now. He's getting redemption as well. He can go after these bombard cannons now, but there are Hussar in the castle. He doesn't realize there's Hussar in the castle. I think he saw one go in there. I don't think he realizes how many. Andy not taking a chance, though. And he gets a monk sniped, and now he sees the Hussar, and he's like, oh, shit. I can't push out artillery. Oh, my God. Yo, Liereyy is getting artillery in this economy. Block printing got denied. Oh, block printing was in this monastery. Andy losing the castle. Liereyy with probably the game and set winning monk snipe there from the cannons. Huge shot. The game decider from the heavens. Bombard cannons taking out the monks. Andy doesn't have anything. Leary's control is impeccable. Immaculate. Takes out the Treb. The castle is surviving. Andy's castle can't stay the same. Treb is one shot away from death, and it's going to go down, and the castle crumbles, and so do Andy's hopes, I believe, at going further in Warlords. What a shot. What a game. What a build from Liereyy. My man has artillery on a 46 villager economy. The KD is 23-3. And Andy is running into housing issues. He's trying to mass up light cav. He's trying to mass up monks. He's going for another castle in the back. He's not giving up. But the pressure is nonstop from Liereyy here. Doesn't need any eco upgrades. Andy's all about those eco upgrades. Liereyy doesn't need them. Liereyy got a Castilier converted. He's taking out all the monks. He's pushing him with the Janissaries. Doesn't feel like there's anything that can stop this now from Andy. 30 Vil lead gotta mean something? I don't think so. I don't think it means anything. I think this 30 Vil lead is just purely cosmetic at this point. It's a good thing he didn't delete his back walls, because he's gonna need them soon. And Liereyy is just kind of ignoring these villagers. He's just going after the monasteries. Don't let him get anything. Don't let him get anything at all. He has vision over these Castilier, trying for the counter raids. Unfortunately for Andy, there is a wall. And more production going down. Liereyy will target this castle. 17 Janissaries. When Liereyy is playing Arena well, he just controls everything. He holds you in your base. And he makes it just look so easy. Monks get one conversion on the Castilia. They will die, but this bombard cannon is being hunted down by the Janissaries. Great job from Andy to save that. Castle. I don't think it can be saved. Andy is buying stone to repair that. 70 villagers against 52. The difference is getting closer now. And once this bombard cannon goes down, it's over. The castle is going to fall. Liereyy not getting too aggressive with these, just forcing the bomber cannon to stay away from his trebs. And the castle falls, and Andy calls the GG good luck next. Unbelievable set. Unbelievable. The best I've watched in a very long time. Unbelievable. Liereyy takes it back with 3 wins in a row. And some just frantic moments on the Catra game, the Nomad game, and then this push from him as Andy tried to expand his eco. It was just too late. On a bare bones economy. He didn't have much, but he had exactly what he needed. 5,000 less resources collected there for Liereyy, but he put it all into his army. Andy did well. Andy played better than I've ever seen him play. I think he kind of got lulled into playing Burgundians very defensively here, and he got punished for it. A lot of times you don't expect the forward castle drop from Turks at this level. You expect them to go Janissaries from behind. And it obviously caught him off guard, but I mean, it was a fantastic build from Liereyy. Just really, really great stuff. I think that's a little unfair to Andy to go out in the round of 16. I mean, he would have beaten a lot of other people. 54 kills for Liereyy, 20 losses, 4 conversions only for Andy. Just wow. Was it here? Where was the shot? The big shot, the huge shot. Where was it? He came forward with the monks. Oh, this must be it. Oh, that was the first one. Okay. Here it is. Oh my god, dude. Replay it again. Replay it again. Oh, that's so huge. Oh, that's 4 monks. Oh, man. That's massive, bro. Oh, my God. All right, good luck, Harrod, in your next set. Good luck, buddy. Both of these players speculated to maybe be signing with Wii Sports, the new team. What an announcement that would be after this set. Crazy. Anyway, Liereyy wins this one. Unexpected, the expected result, but unexpected the way it happened for sure.